Welcome to the NEMcast podcast. I'm Jack. Today joining me is Jacob, Zav, and Nate remotely. So, how you guys doing?
I'm doing good. You said you're going to have Nate edited like here?
Yeah, I'm going to just put his... I'm recording the Discord webcam. I'm just going to slide it like...
Yeah, so he'll hypothetically be with us.
Yeah, or like over
room.
there or something.
Unfortunately, Nate could not be here in person with us today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am Young Sus, Xavier, special guest.
Up and coming rapper.
Up and coming rapper.
You always plug in the music.
I do have to plug, unfortunately. Young Sus and Lust Lord.
Check us out.
SoundCloud?
Yeah, go to Lust Lord or on SoundCloud, Lust Lord or the SBQLIQUE, Susboy Click. Check those out. You know, we got some bangers on there.
Yeah, I think it is time to address an important topic today, though. Rest in peace, O.J. Simpson.
Oh, true.
The GOAT, my king. He's looking up at us right now. I know that. But yeah, that was definitely something that wasn't on my calendar to talk about or to even see happen today. But
yeah. I mean, he did have cancer, but still.
Yeah, I
mean,
you don't see it coming.
I didn't see like any articles. Is that what he died?
Yeah, I think he passed away from prostate cancer, I think. But I probably wouldn't have even known right now if it wasn't for, I was working my shift today, and my coworker, and this guy's pretty funny. I work with like a lot of like grown men and stuff.
Right.
And so he comes over and he's like, it happened. I was like, what happened? He was like, the juice. I was like, what are we talking about? He was like, O.J. Simpson. I was like, what about him? He was like, yeah, bro, he died. And then I looked at my coworker. He's like 19. He's the same age as me. And we both were just kind of giggling. And we were like, why is this significant information? But he was like, yeah. He was like, y'all don't believe me? Y'all don't believe me? And we were like, yeah, no, we believe you. But like, I just didn't know that like pertained to like what was going on at work right now. But, so yeah, that's basically how I found out, was my grown-ass coworker telling me.
Yep. People say what they want, but at the end of the day, he was a legend in the NFL.
He cooked.
He was a perfect example of great running backs don't win shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, me being big Vikings fan, like Adrian Peterson didn't do shit. He was great, but didn't do shit. Fucking Christian McCaffrey couldn't get it done in the Super Bowl. Great running backs they just don't get it done.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hate to see it.
Didn't Miles Sanders never win a fucking Super Bowl? He was maybe the greatest of all time.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. Dude, yeah.
Hey, who trying to run up a wipe on the Pirates Wizard 101, bro?
On God, dude.
Me and Judah played Wizard 101 not too long ago. That game fucking blows. In my opinion,
it's an MMO, right? Kinda,
yeah. I mean,
yeah, you collect like cards and like fight stuff.
No, but
you
it's
go
like,
around, do quests, and
there's like
items
and
shit.
like,
well, like there's a bunch of people running
like
around also, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay, so and then I was playing with Judah.
Fights.
Judah was actually enjoying it, but
PvP?
I thought it was fucking lame. It probably was PvP. We did not get far.
Okay, but imagine being like
games like that though. Usually, like you have to sink a certain amount of time before you can actually do the cool shit.
Dude, but like I don't know. The story just seemed like so. Whatever.
Okay, but you're saying that now.
What magic school
like
did you
10
get?
years old, bro, and you're like, I'm literally a wizard. Like in your mind, like you're going to school. You know, everyone thinks here's this normal kid. In the back of your mind, you're like, they don't know I'm a fucking wizard. Like I'm like that. Like it would have been so much cooler when you were like 10 or 11 years old. Now it's probably like, yeah, this shit kind of sucks because you've played like Elden Ring. For example.
Like some of the greatest games.
Yeah, like nothing's gonna amount to something.
But I think
like
it's
that.
also
From
like
a decade old.
I've never found an MMO that I've actually enjoyed. The only one I'm looking forward to the League MMO. But besides
Dude, I'm
that,
so glad I've never gotten into an actual MMO. The closest thing is Destiny. Destiny is kind of MMO like. Yeah. In some ways.
I actually never got into Destiny.
I played. Oh, I'm sure you know. That was like when I first met you. I played way too much of that game.
You played a lot. Well, I remember over like kind of when the COVID period was happening.
Yeah.
I remember we played like a lot of Siege, but then once like the Siege era started ending, you convinced me to like Destiny 2 became like free. Mm-hmm. So you were like, you gotta run this, like you gotta play it, and I would play it like sometimes, but you were on it like a lot.
Dude, that was like the game. I played that shit like. I would get home from school and it was like, all right, let's play some fucking Destiny.
Yeah, you just run it and run it.
Yeah.
No, I
say for like a year, like a straight year. That was right before League. That was before I discovered League.
That was right. That was
before
you got sick. Before you became very ill.
No, but
I think League overall has helped with my mental health.
Bullshit.
Really?
No, because
Really?
in the past I would get mad. Now, like, League actually makes me so fucking mad that like I don't get mad unless I'm playing League. Like everyday shit.
So
like
it's like
I'll
an
be in
outlet at this
traffic.
point.
I don't even get that mad anymore. Like, you know, I'm sitting there. I just like expect it. Like,
It's like it could be
some
worse.
bullshit.
I could be having a
Yeah,
dumbass.
my
bot
teammate could be
lane.
inting, but yeah, like
I could be playing League with my friend and he's level 1 at 6 minutes. Like,
see, that's why I'm. Well, maybe I should start playing League because
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't play League, but then I get
Dude.
pissed at a lot of other stuff.
okay, so I've been playing
The
League with
A-Rabs
like
off.
The
some other friends who just got back into it, and I think we might be on a little bit of a win streak now. But for the longest time, I was Iron 4 0 LP. Like my homie got placed Emerald.
Flex.
Yeah, in Flex. My homie got placed Emerald, and he dropped all the way down to Gold already.
How do you get placed Emerald?
Damn.
What was his solo
That's
queue?
brutal.
He actually, there's no way. Right? We'll see. I'm gonna fucking say it. He bought an account. He was.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking
shit.
He's clearing
Ryan
his shit out right
Freak is gonna fucking rock.
They're
watch
gonna
this
find
podcast.
my name. They're gonna find my account. They're gonna see who I'm playing with. They're gonna smite him. And I'm gonna say this player has been permabanned multiple times. He is. Oh, let's actually talk about that since we are currently in the presence of a 0.006%. You make League of Legends worse player.
Yeah, Zov, what the fuck, bro? You can't be doing that.
If the
Like,
people
Bro.
don't know what I'm talking about, like when you get permabanned in League, you get a message. It's like you are in the 0.006% of players who make the game worse for everybody. Like they make
So they really
try to
call
make
you
you
out.
feel bad about yourself.
Yeah, they
oh, yeah, they'll call you out,
bullshit.
all right.
But I know.
But Nate, you're back. You got a new account.
Yeah, Nate's back.
You
Oh,
haven't-
didn't
you
yeah?
haven't
Nate
learned
got
your lesson.
permabanned,
You
didn't
can
he?
play the
Yeah.
number, bro.
Yep.
Speaking of ranks, I know we're talking about our best ranks.
Mm.
Yep, I'm up there.
Whoa,
What did I get? I got like a,
I
I
think
don't
you're a
know,
plat.
gold 2.
Gold 2. I think
Nah,
that's,
it's gold
higher than Matt.
2.
That's way higher than Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up there.
Dude, that was never mind.
Like I'm just leaving it at that.
No, I'm gonna say it. It was a bit of a fraudulent placement.
What's the placement? The only games I win is when I wasn't playing with you.
Damn.
That's true. We did not win many games playing together.
So it's like that.
I don't know. And then I played one game with this dude, and me and him actually carried the fuck out the other 3 players because they were playing like shit, and somehow we ended up winning. And then I stopped playing and didn't play the new season, so, you know.
Have you
I
played
think,
any
I
of
think
the
the
new
game is
season?
really fun right now.
I think I think
Yeah.
it's good. I mean,
Comparably.
I'll have to try it out. I don't know, bro. The Siege has just been making a crazy comeback, bro.
Dude,
like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I
I've been
think
so
no,
we need to
entertained.
start straying
No,
away
it's
from
like a
League of Legends
universal
talk.
comeback. Like I know
Yeah,
so many
like,
people.
I
who
see
are
it
just-
everywhere.
Like of all my homies who, like
Dusty Dangles.
Yeah.
Dusty Dangler.
yeah, like all those motherfuckers are back on the. Actually, he's on the League.
He's on the. Oh god.
Look,
Look, here's the thing though, is like with Siege, it had a really big comeback. It still is like having
I've-
like a really big
I
comeback.
gotta say, I feel like it's always been a huge game of people our age. I feel like it's always been like a top, like everyone plays fucking Siege.
or
like-
everybody has it at least.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
and like
for sure.
every like if you have a console, you play Siege
You-
like,
you
without
ha-
fail.
yeah,
You-
you
and you
had
play
Siege at one
like
point.
2K and fucking
Stuff like that.
yeah.
Used to be
yeah.
Overwatch.
Shell, Madden.
used
yeah.
to be.
But the thing is, like,
Overwatch.
it had like a, because I feel like it did cut it out for a second after like they did like a really big optics update, and then that was when things kind of, in my opinion, started going like to the shitter a little
Yeah, it
bit.
dropped off like 2020. 2020
Yeah,
it dropped off.
2020.
And then like it made a comeback like 2022. Like I started playing that in the dorms and shit, and everybody's hopping back
started
on.
running
And
back a
then,
little
yeah.
bit more. And now with the state it's in, it was actually
All the
unplayable.
publicity, the streamers, bro. Like,
It had a lot of hype,
you
but
know.
for me, for the past 2 days, I've been able to queue ranked Siege because they are not willing to fix their servers right now. And a
That's
lot
what
of Siege.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
That's because
typical
Ubisoft is a
Ubisoft
trash ass
doesn't-
company. who
Uh,
makes trash
Yeah,
ass
like
games.
Siege is
Yeah.
getting better, but Ubisoft is still just like, fuck you guys. Like, we're not. If you want to play our game, that fucking sucks. We're not gonna let you. don't care
I
about
gotta
their
say,
servers
I've
or
always
anything.
been a hater. I think Siege kind of sucks.
yeah, it does. I'm not racist
Yeah.
enough to play Siege. I don't know. Like, I don't have the skills.
Yeah, like,
to
I
do
have
it.
a
you don't hate
family
your
who
life
loves
enough to
me,
play
like-
Siege.
Dude, I mean, like, I don't know. Ubisoft just makes so many questionable decisions, like in
No,
game
for
design
sure.
stuff. It just
For
like
sure.
They kind of
Oh,
got
yeah.
the right games of every new character that comes out is a little more concerning.
Yeah, no, it's
like
a
they
lot of-
start with a guy whose power is he takes a car battery and hooks
puts
and
it
stuff,
on, like,
and then
metal.
another person's like
man.
that crazy like
Can like sniff your
grappling
farts and fucking
Yeah.
hunt you down.
Yeah, literally. So it's definitely. I think they know that if they kept sticking with things that were actually realistic, the game would die.
What did they say? They want to get to 100 ops, like 50 attack, 50 defense, or something
think
like
so,
that.
yeah.
And then
So
that was
where are
like,
they at
and then they
now?
were gonna stop. They got like damn near
38.
40 of each, right?
I think almost 40.
Yeah,
each,
I think it's
They're like
38.
30
I can defend
operators.
30 each.
Dude,
But-
that's one of those games where whenever I hop back on, my aim is so bad.
Yeah, if you're not
Like,
playing
yeah,
consistently,
no, yeah.
it gets pretty rough.
because it's like a unique style of aiming.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's not just
especially
crosshair
with,
placement.
like-
Like it's like you gotta.
With the sticks, bro. Like on the console, bro. Like
yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I
Getting
never
back on
played
that.
on
Like when I
keyboard
don't play
and mouse.
Dude.
Yeah, when I don't play console for a minute, bro, I can't aim for shit.
Cause
Yeah.
you've played both, right?
Yeah, me and
Yeah,
him
I
both
started on the
played
Xbox,
both. I
bro.
started on
Yeah,
Xbox.
I've
Destiny
only-
1, bro. Like you said, Jacob, like going to school and coming home, that's my middle school experience. Jake, Sam, me, Friday nights, hey, bro, let's just hop on, do the King's Fall raid, la da da. Like, oh, that's just great times.
Yeah, those good times. Speaking of good times, one game that we need to get back into that we've all been talking about, and we need to not make it a 2-week phase, is Minecraft.
Dude,
always-
no,
it
I
always
was
finds its way
complaining about
back.
this last episode.
Yeah, we did talk about
It's
this.
bullshit. Every time we do a Minecraft world,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like vanilla Minecraft because
Uh-huh.
it's like the only thing that keeps me entertained in vanilla Minecraft is making something insane and putting a bunch of time into it, or like making insane farms and
Right.
automation, right? And the problem with that is it takes so much fucking time. I get on reluctantly every time. I make something crazy, and the second I'm like done making something, servers that nobody ever gets on again, and I'm just
You want to know why that is? I can explain it to
because these assholes have attention spans of toddlers. That's why.
They move on quick.
It's because if you're familiar with the Jenny mod, it's because we don't have sex in Minecraft. There's a reason the
Dude,
worlds die out
Lord.
quick. It's because we
Oh,
never
Lord.
incorporated
Who
the
is
sex
this
mod into
kid?
Minecraft, and you know
I didn't
that.
No,
expect
I know
it
it
to
is,
go this
but
way.
also, and I said with me and Judah, like always say this is like you guys don't fucking want to do modded Minecraft for no reason, and it's just like
It's 'cause motherfuckers don't wanna learn.
You
no,
know,
motherfuckers don't want to like
Nah.
struggle and stuff because they like vanilla Minecraft, like they get beat, they get fuck around super
Dude,
easily.
I
but
don't
then
think
Minecraft
Minecraft's
is
the
hard.
game.
Well, yeah, like, no, I
exactly.
want to play like RL Craft. Like I've never like ran that, but I feel like that would be like
No,
so
No, we
much
gotta play a game that like
crazier.
no one's played. And you guys played in Enshrouded.
I saw that on Steam.
I want to try that game. That game looks fun.
What is it?
You like, I don't even know.
Here,
How,
I'm-
like, you like build
Yeah,
shit.
shut up.
You can build like insane bases. It's kind of like Valheim, but like you can like tunnel into fucking mountains
Oh shit!
and like.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna read you the description
No,
of
no,
it.
no. Like, can you play the trailer or will that
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
up with the audio?
Well, I could play it, but nobody's gonna see
Yeah.
it. Or,
So-
Oh
So
damn,
that's
this shit does
opposite.
look dope.
I'll do
Yeah,
like
Nate-
a
Nate can look it up on
real-time
his own.
reaction. of-
Trailer.
See, and you know
How
what
much
I
is
really missed
it?
too was
It's like $20, $30.
Is it
Dude,
20?
and like I've seen the builds that people make. Like, oh,
Actually, I
dude,
feel like this was in my wish list. Hold up.
Nate, what's in fucking
This
Lord
is
of
a
the
flying squirrel.
in Lord of the Rings, like when they go to like Gimli's cousin's place, but then there's all the fucking
this.
the orcs and shit in there. What is it called? Fucking
No, okay, I'm gonna read you the description.
Okay.
motherfucker's not listening to me.
I'm listening.
Oh, the orcs are? Hold up.
No. Like, dude, you know what I'm talking about? The fucking place where all the dwarves are. They're like the big fucking kingdom.
Oh, in the mountain or whatever?
Yeah.
The yeah. And they have like the big statues outside.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, people build shit like that in there where it's literally like inside of a mountain and it just like is huge.
Damn, that's dope.
No, I mean, I'm. Yeah, looks
Okay,
dope.
wait, no. So this is the description. You are flame born, last ember of hope of a dying race. Awaken, survive the terror of a corrupting fog, and reclaim the lost beauty of your kingdom. Venture into a vast world, vanquish punishing bosses, build grand halls, and forge your path in this co-op survival action RPG for up to 16 players.
16?
Yeah, and the graphics are kind of crazy looking.
Yeah, it looks nice. No, the thing is, games like this will never work because got motherfuckers like Nate. Oh, I'm gonna go make dinner. It takes fucking 8 hours and then comes back.
No, I think the biggest problem is it's $30. Nobody's gonna pay $30.
Like we're not even gonna start the mission.
Dude, we're so spoiled. People won't even buy like a $5 game. Like that's you got fucking trouble with.
Yeah,
people.
that's going kind of far there. Like if somebody,
if it's not free to play with the battle pass, I'm not interested.
Exactly, I'm not interested. My fucking low attention span brain can't take all of that $30 story mode game. And
Zav, I don't know why, but I feel like you're not really a single player game kind of guy.
So here's the thing: is I'm gonna agree with you and say that I'm not
like
really.
Throughout your life. Have you played many single player?
I've played like a fair amount of single player games because like when I
would you say total time single player versus multiplayer?
No, that's not even close. That's multiplayer.
Well, probably more. But the thing was, I didn't like play with friends like online until like. I don't know, probably like 7th grade or something. Like I had when I played, like I played a lot of Kirby, like Kirby 20th Anniversary Edition. I played that on my Wii, and I grinded that shit. I also played Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which was like a do you know what that one is? Yeah, and I thought that was a really cool game. So it was like games like that. Like I would play those, but once I started playing multiplayer games, I completely stopped playing single player games. Yeah. And I think the last single player game I played, technically single player, was Elden Ring.
Even though you never beat a single boss on your own.
Whoa!
Sorry,
I did beat a handful of bosses on my own, but also shout out Jake, helped me beat a lot of bosses as well.
Put the team on his back.
He put me in the backpack. I'm not gonna lie, but that made me like want to play more single player games though, because I had such a blast playing it.
Bro, at least for me, like when I was younger, I played so many single player games. Like
we lost Nate.
Straight pirating.
He said Wi-Fi went out. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, that sounds pretty typical of Nate. Sorry guys, Nate's Wi-Fi shut down. That happens probably like 6 or 7
okay, now we can
times
shit
a
talk
day.
him.
Yeah, fuck you, Nate.
No, I know I definitely beat the statute of limitations on this, so I have no fucking fears talking about this. Like the amount of games I pirated when I was younger, like ROMs, like I had an emulator for all the old fucking consoles and shit. I played all those single player games.
Really? Damn, I didn't even.
Dude, like I played every single Pokemon game and like done Nuzlocke and randomizers like so many times, and like the Fire Emblem games. I played the first however many, and Earthbound and Mother 3. I never played the original.
Did you ever play Skylanders? See, you missed out on that.
Banger.
No,
Dude, I feel like no,
I played good games.
Skylanders was dope, but it was gimmicky, but it was dope.
Well, also
I
the
played
shitty
it
part
one time
was,
at a friend's house.
Well, the shitty part was the game. You didn't just buy the game, because I remember I bought the game and I bought the characters. It was like a huge cash grab. Like the game was fun, but I'd be like, "Damn, I'm stuck on this level," and I'd go to my parents and I'd be like, "Please take me to Target. I'm just looking for like 2 more characters." I had so many characters by the time I finished Skylanders. It was dumb.
I will defend that game to the end of the earth because it was a good game by itself. Like the gameplay was good.
It was cool.
At least from what I remember from being 10 years old.
Yeah.
But the other thing
Right.
is like think about the money you spend on like collectibles and skins and like characters and other games, and then it's like just digital. At least with this, you have like an actual like figurine. You know, that's pretty fucking cool.
Which that was a pretty cool touch because they weren't just like. At least at the time, and what I saw, what I felt, they weren't like shitty like figurines. Like you could like put them up and like use them as like decor.
Dude, they got fucking huge on like the later games. Like
no, they were cool. Like it was.
The shitty part is my portal sometimes never fucking worked. You had to fucking like maneuver down 20 times and fucking give it a back rub just for the detection.
You guys all had the Skylanders? That was on the Wii, right?
It was on. I think most of it on the Wii.
I played it on the Wii.
Yeah.
Really?
Hey, Jacob, I still got all my stuff if you want to play, bro. I'll lend you my Wii and stuff.
Dude, I played it one time.
That might have to be on a podcast. You playing Skylanders on the podcast.
Okay, wait. This reminds me.
I feel like that wouldn't be that entertaining.
No, it wouldn't be a podcast. We could just do a let's play of fucking Skylanders.
Let's play Skylanders.
Let's play Skylanders Wii. Okay.
You gotta turn it into a drinking game for sure.
No, I'm thinking it should be like a let's play Skylanders, but we give Jacob like an 8th beforehand.
Yeah.
Just try and beat the game while you're just absolutely geeked. Just like, who's
Dude,
this?
he'd be his own Skylander in there, bro.
Yes. Oh my god.
Okay, no wait. This is what I was gonna say. That I'm thinking about doing this on the podcast, but also it's kind of incriminating. I ordered a hookah the other day, so that's coming soon.
That's super incriminating.
I know. That's dope.
Only once though. I hooked once in my life.
Okay, I will tell. Me and Jacob. Was that your first? That wasn't your first hookah, was it? No. Okay, no. And I will say, I think that was a shitty fucking hookah, or at least it was packed poorly.
Yeah.
Okay, no, so we this was at a house party up in Boulder at Call's place. Fucking, it was a busy party, and there's a hookah. We're in the kitchen or like in the living room with the fucking hookah.
Was it Vasu's?
Wait.
It was a hookah at a house party,
Right.
and like type of hookah. It was like Egyptian bowl. It was a medium size. It was long. It was,
You know the different classifications.
Yeah, we did.
Dude, Jack, I think you just gotta start smoking weed and get into glass. Glass is cool.
No, I only like
you
tobacco.
spend a lot of money on glass.
I only like tobacco. Tobacco's the only thing I'm fucking touching.
Really?
Okay, anyway.
I wanted to roll it before the podcast, actually.
It's pretty standard, like Egyptian bowlers, like classic style, like hose. I mean, they're just like simple, right?
Yeah.
So it should.
Wait, did it have multiple though, or was it just one?
One hose.
Okay.
And it didn't have. It was only one pour, and it didn't have a purge valve. So it's like kind of like very cheap.
Yeah.
But the material wasn't like tin can metal, like $15 hookahs are. So it was all right.
Story behind it, I think the store was just like going out of business, and they got it for super cheap.
They
I
fucking
think
pulled
that's
this
what
thing out. I was like, yeah, we've been
told
using this
me.
as a lamp. You guys, this has been
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was like a smoke shop or whatever.
Yeah.
like no, okay, so like I don't know who fucking packed it, or like if it, I think it was the coals. I don't think we heated the coals up all the way. I think that was.
I think those were shitty coals that
They
like,
gotta be hot.
I feel like
too. Like
they got no. They
no,
like,
that's the thing. I feel like those coals don't get that hot,
Yeah.
and they burn fucking chilly.
yeah.
I don't
so-
know what the tech
So
is.
the amount of like smoke we were getting was just non-existent, and it was so funny. This was
The
a
light
packed
vapor.
party. Me and Jake were the only ones hitting it. Like nobody fucking
you're
wanted
sitting
part
there
of it.
looking extra.
We're just
mysterious.
sitting there, just like nobody was wanting. It was a couple of girls tried it.
Yeah.
It's like nobody wants it. Fucking. I mean, I don't blame that.
Were they trying it for the hookah, or were they trying it because they were like, who are these mysterious men that are sitting
Who
by
are these
the-"
losers sitting in the corner by themselves?
By the hookah.
But
Nah.
say.
it did taste good as watermelon. That shit was pretty good. But
That
anyway,
shit is so bad for you.
Watermelon?
yeah. But if you don't inhale it, it's not too bad because you're just getting.
What? How the fuck do you
No.
No, you
gotta
can-
inhale
Dude.
hookah?
No,
You can technically do mouth hits if it's burning.
Because you're tasting it. It's smoke. You know, it's like a cigar.
But here's what I wanted to add about that was, I went to Saudi Arabia. I went to Riyadh. I did not smoke a single hookah there while I was out there. I was literally
Fumbled.
that's
Fumbled.
insanely fumbled
Criminal.
because the people I was around, like they were like natives, right? No, and I'm serious. Like they're like, not that they would ever stumble upon this, but you guys know who you are. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure some Saudi prince is watching the NEMcast.
Not some Saudi prince, but there were some homies out there. There were some
We're
homies out there.
natives.
And I told them, I was like, look, it's my first time here in Saudi. You know what I mean? And they were like,
They spoke
yeah,
English.
Yeah, they spoke
I
English.
guess a lot,
So they were
probably
like,
a lot of people speak English.
yeah, there was a fair amount of people that spoke English.
English is the language of the world.
Predominant, yeah, it's a predominant language.
Yeah,
But there were
it
a lot
You
of
don't
is.
speak
people-
English. What are you doing?
Yeah, there were a lot of people that didn't. But that was the one thing I did. Like a lot of I went to museums. I did a lot of traditional stuff. The one thing I didn't do was rip the hookah. And you want to know what the time I did rip the hookah, the single time, I was at my girlfriend's dad's house, and this is like this guy's like 6 foot, like 5, like bald, like
Is he just like some white guy?
he's just he's like you're
generic middle.
yeah, like
class
your
American?
average like soccer rugby dad white guy, and he's awesome, he's great, but never in my mind. I think at a dinner, I think it was Christmas maybe or something like that. There was some kind of special occasion.
It was an occasion. Yeah.
It was an occasion, and we're sitting there, and he's like, "Guys, check what I got," and he pulls it out, and I'm like, "No way, this motherfucker just has a hookah sitting around."
I mean, like, here's the thing. For me, doing all this research on hookahs and stuff, is like, I don't know why it's like kind of taboo or like kind of seen like that here, but like, it's just tobacco. It's like the same as a cigarette, just a different form of smoking.
I think
it, you know?
people here in the U.S. just aren't chill with smoking inside.
Yeah, because like a hookah
That's
lounge
true,
is like
yeah.
you're gonna be sitting inside and stuff, but it's like
But
how
even if
often do
they're
you
well
how often do you get
ventilated,
hit up?
like-
You're like, let's go to the hookah lounge this weekend.
Yeah.
If you're fucking Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq loves to do that.
But was it good though?
Dude.
So we had peach was the flavor that we used, and he had like proper coals. Like this man was setting it up. He had proper coals and everything. I think we fucked it up like once before actually getting it right. But once we
You
got
dropped
it,
a coal on your foot.
yeah, like we weren't burning it right. Like, but once we did get it burning properly, it actually was pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, like they passed it over to me. First it was him, and then it was Riley, and then it was her brother. They were all taking the hits, and they passed it over to me. And I was like, all right, like, I've never done this hookah before, but here we go. And I hit it, and I didn't know what to do, so I just fucking started doing like vape tricks with it.
I don't know what I'm doing, so my initial response is I have to make rings.
Well, I was like, I'm gonna blow it out. I'm gonna ghost it real quick. Like,
did they start clapping?
Oh, they're just like staring. Like, I think he thought I was like fucking stupid. Like what the fuck is he doing?
This
like,
guy's a drug addict.
well, I'm like, dude, it's hookah. Like, what do you do when you hookah? Like, this is
You
definitely
use
do
it.
some tricks.
well, yeah, I'm like,
For
it's like
sure.
the only thing I could think of was like Alice in Wonderland, and like it's like I have like the hookah
Like you're the
reminded
fucking
me.
caterpillar.
Yeah, the caterpillar, and it's like the hookah reminded me of like a geek bar.
You're gonna start blowing some letters.
Yeah, I was gonna start doing the alphabet and everything. Yeah. But yeah, like so that was my only experience doing the hookah, but it was enjoyable. Like I would do it again. It was pretty good. But once it started burning though, it got tart. Yeah.
I think hookah's kind of mid.
Okay, well, also real quick, because we're on the topic of like the channel itself. Honestly, we're doing really good. I mean, I was expecting this channel to have 0 views for its entire
Yeah.
like we had 1,000 views on one of our shorts.
Damn near.
Yeah, no, and like in total we have a couple thousand views out of all the shorts combined. One of them had 1,000 views.
Honestly, I think the issue is we'd have a lot
That's
more
just
views.
bots watching it.
No, because there's people comments, and that is
There's
our
comments?
This is our segment. So we
comments.
have a couple.
Reading comments.
We have a couple of comments. We're gonna read. Okay, this is for anybody that's listening. We are gonna read every comment.
We're shouting out our first
no matter
fans.
what it is.
I agree.
No matter what it is.
I think if we're at this size, you got to.
So
go
we have 2 comments. Actually, we have 3. One of them is from Josh. I'm not gonna. We'll do that one.
Is he calling us a loser?
No, he just comments TikTok Riz or something. I don't know. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, Josh wants us to go to the TikTok party with him.
Okay, and know what's funny though? Both of these comments are talking to Matt, and he's not here. So okay,
Let him fly.
Dude,
Let him
fuck
bang.
it.
What are they saying?
okay, so this guy comments on the short about One Piece, and the comment is Devin Roberts says, watch it. Because Matt says I didn't watch One Piece. Or I haven't seen One Piece.
Typical.
So
Actually, you need to watch
Devin-
the first 675 episodes of One Piece in order to
Nah, that's
Devin,
typical.
I agree. He
First
needs to
comment,
watch it.
people telling you
Devin,
to
I
watch
think
One Piece.
you're reaching.
Yeah,
I think you're yapping a little bit.
But he's yapping.
Yeah, for
Okay,
real.
and then BW comments on the one where we're talking about Oblivion. He says, now the comment says, I can't believe the host did not know what Oblivion was. And I think he's thinking Matt was the host because he was the one. Matt was saying he doesn't know what Oblivion was. So I know what
fair.
Oblivion is. Fuck you.
Oblivion's an old game.
It's okay. Jack, the host, does know what Oblivion is.
No, I mean, I knew what it was. I've never like really seen it. I didn't know when it came out though because it was 2006. That shit was like, so
Long
long
time
ago.
ago.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
Wow,
I'm
10 out of 10 on Steam. That's
I'm
insane.
born in a undisclosed year,
Yeah,
kind of close.
Crazy, dude. 2006 doesn't
Not-
even feel like it was
not-
that far away to
not-
me.
I was gonna say, but like, I don't know, if a game comes out in 2006, I'm not fucking remembering 2006.
Yeah, I remember. I remember I was in 5th grade.
In 2006, 5th grade? Yeah, I think so.
I went down the wrong pipe.
Okay, I want you to resume your hookah thing.
Okay. Good, Nate.
Honestly.
Like, so if you remember, we went to a car meet and we were just like, walking around looking at all the cool cars and
Yeah.
shit. And there's like this like station wagon and they had the whole hookah set up in the back, just posted
Dude.
up, with music and shit going, bro.
Dude.
Just straight
It was,
chafing.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah,
It was like
bro,
beat
it
as
was
fuck
insane.
too. Like it was like
The
but-
beat ass station wagon.
yeah, beat ass station wagon, and then the
Yeah.
whole.
Was it one of them
Old
jobs
as
with like
shit.
the wood paneling?
Yeah,
I'm
was
pretty
literally
sure,
like-
bro. It's like some
Yeah.
old ass shit.
Okay, wait. That reminds me of this image I found on Reddit the other day. Fuck, why is it?
Outing yourself as a Reddit user.
Why is it
Me
10?
personally, I would never use Reddit.
Yeah. shut the fuck up. Wait.
No, and so I was hella thinking about this too. Speaking of parties, like I thought about this the other week.
Mhm.
You remember that party we went to in Lakewood with your sister, bro? And it was like get us fucked. And there's actually like I don't know, the kid was probably like 11 or some shit, just getting faded, bro.
dude. Yes,
You remember
I was like,
that?
dude, I remember that because everyone's like, they walk in with like a bottle of like Henny or something, like, hey, who's trying to do some shots? We're like, okay. Dude walks in, he's probably at like my waist, like at like my hips, and we're like, yo,
Not
Oh,
only is he
and-
young, he's like a small ass kid.
no, like he's like actually probably like
Yes.
11, like 12 years old, and we're like, all right, who brought this little bro to the party? I'm like, what's up, bro? And he's like, hey, pass the Henny.
Yeah, bro.
Yo,
Dude,
my bad, gang.
it was the most
And
insane
I'm like
thing
sitting
I've
there,
ever seen in my life.
dude, yeah, because I'm like, bro, I'm like, no, wait, this
no
is a
one
jo-
like even questioned it.
Well,
It
dude,
just
I'm
started-
like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's a funny kid.
He's
Like,
trolling.
his older brother is here or something.
Yeah.
He's trolling. And just out the bottle. Just pours the bottle into his mouth. Like,
It's insane.
damn.
dude, that kid is going places. but bad place.
I mean, damn, he was really that small. He was probably younger than that.
Dude, he was little, bro.
Yeah.
He was just
like
taking that shit to the head.
I was already damn near 6 feet tall in like 8th grade. That's when you're what, like 13?
Yeah, you're like 13, 14.
Huh.
Dude, yeah, he was.
Dude, he was.
That shit had me geeky
Nah,
because
he was
literally,
in like 6th grade or something, bro. Like
Yeah.
it was insane.
and like everyone was acting like it was
9-year-old.
normal. Like we were just sitting there and we were like, "What the fuck?" And everyone was just like, "Yeah, get him some."
Yeah, because we were
like,
I think we were like juniors or something, and it was like a bunch of sophomores or something in high school or something like that.
yeah. So like we're all
Didn't
like
even know the motherfuckers.
little bros, but that motherfucker was like should not have been at the party. Like that was definitely something. But that's definitely not the strangest sight I've seen at a party. I think one of the craziest things I ever saw was when I went to a rave. Which if you've ever been to a rave, you see a lot of crazy shit in general, anyways.
Oh
Crazy
yeah.
people.
A lot of crazy people. Oh yeah. But mostly the vibes are pretty good. Like if people are, if you know the culture and stuff.
Are you about to say the dude who's like non-nav?
Well, I've seen that plenty of times. But
I thought. Oh, never mind.
But this one was probably the craziest. It was at Decadence in 2022, I want to say. They had a bunch of inflatables that people were hanging out by. They didn't want to be out at the stages and stuff. And I was glancing around, just seeing the crowd, seeing what was up. And I noticed that there was like a couple that was hanging out by one of the inflatables. They were like sitting on the leaf because you could like squash it down like a couch almost. In the open.
They were fucking.
They weren't fucking.
No.
But in the open.
Close.
In the open, she's sitting there and he's just munching. Like his head is under her skirt, like and she's sitting there like I'm like, dude, where is fucking security? Because this is like not okay. Like there's a limit to like you can do a lot of crazy shit at raves, but you should
That's
not
a felony.
be doing that. Yeah, like literally, you need to go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was
Get a room.
dude,
So
yeah.
what'd you do? Did you go up to them?
Try to
Did you join in? Yeah.
Hell no. Dude, I pointed it out to like all my friends and stuff, and I think Riley was there, and I think my sister was there.
Start throwing shit at
We're
him.
just like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like this, like, well, holy shit, like that's crazy that they're doing that. And there's also been people. This is like also a common thing, which I didn't realize until I talked with other people about it. If you're on the rails at like a rave, you know what I mean? You're up close. People fuck on the rails like all the time. Like they'll just like move their girl to the front or something, and then they'll just like get to it like on the low because everyone's like, throwing forward, doing forward
something
motions
slips
to the
in, something slips
yeah,
in.
and so they're just like trying to fit in, make it look normal, but it's like that just sounds
Motherfuckers are
so
shameless.
heinous to me. Like there's
I don't
grown
think I could
ass
do it.
men sweating balls around you.
I don't think I could do it.
Even
No.
if it's something I knew, I would not be fucking doing that.
No, yeah, for sure. Like I have like,
I need some silence.
There's too much going on. Like
Too much going.
Dude, like-
getting overstimulated.
Like there's like you're pressed up against people like
yeah, it's
hell
tight
nah.
too. That's the thing. Is like not only are you trying to like get it in, but like there's people that are also
Yeah.
their sweat's getting all
And
over
I'm sure
your
there's like other
arms,
people
like-
trying to maneuver their way to the front.
Oh yeah, like it gets kind
Hell
of weird
yeah.
sometimes. So pulling that shit off. I mean, if you've ever done that,
Nah,
you
the
pulled off a
crazy,
wonderful fit.
the
I guess
craziest
I
shit is
couldn't.
like I know at raves and festivals and all that, motherfuckers always be fucking in the porta potty.
Oh yeah,
I don't think I
all
can
the
do that
time.
either.
I would.
bro.
That's
The
one thing I could
smell.
never
Dude, I don't
put
even think I
myself
would
to
use a
either.
porta party at those fucking.
Yeah,
I'd go
No.
before I
No.
go, and then that's it.
So I actually at
not-
another
it's not
rave when I was in
possible.
Canada, I was with a group of homies that lived out there, and one of these kids we were with was doing a certain substance that would make things slow down per chance. Things would get really slow really
Dude, I
quick.
don't, at this point, I think you just say.
Yeah.
Okay, so he came in.
Okay, so
Okay, so we're standing there in the crowd, and I didn't know that he did this because I thought he did the same thing as everybody else. So, so it's just me, and I met this kid like 20 minutes ago, mind you. But he was really awesome. Shout out to the homie. I met this kid like 20 minutes ago, mind you. It's just me and him in the crowd, and everybody left. They went to get water, and so he's standing there, and he has his shades on, and I'm like, this is awesome. We're about to see Skrillex, like the opener's here, and he's like standing there, and he's like, and he starts.
damn, you're falling over.
Kind of tumbling over a little bit. And so, I kind of I put my hand on his shoulder and I'm like, hey, are you good? Are you good? Because I thought he took something else. And he puts his arm around my shoulder and just drops like full weight onto my shoulder. And I was like, oh shit. He was like, I can't see in front of me. He was like, we need to go sit down. Like, we need to get out of here. So I'm like, damn, I really got to lock in right now. So I fireman carried this kid across the festival, which was like pretty fucking big. Like, I was pretty athletic, you know, like. Realistically, if he was dying, like he'd have been okay. In my arms, like he'd have been okay.
Is it like the mother lifting the car off of her child?
Dude, literally, like it was like my maternal instinct kicked in, and I was like, I gotta save this kid. So finally, we find a bench, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, you know, a bench is gonna be good. He's gonna be able to sit down, whatever. He's deep in it. He's deep in the hole. It's been like 20 minutes. He's still in it, and you know, I'm trying to be the best acquaintance I could be, considering we just met. So I'm like, you know, I'm rubbing his back, and I'm like, you know, like, you're good, like, we're just gonna hang out, it's gonna be all
Dude,
good.
you're acting like his fucking, like, you're his girlfriend, or you're the boyfriend of the fucking
well, I
girl.
feel like that's the only thing I know how to do, because
He's
what
just
am
trying
I
to comfort him.
I see.
Well, he's in a bad position.
I would have done the opposite. If he fucking put his weight on me at the beginning, I would have just fucking pushed him off and said, "Fuck off," and
See,
just walked
so
away.
That's
That's
how
how
you
you-
see to get kicked out.
exactly. And for me, it's like I've been in some shitty positions. So it's like if I were with somebody else and I was in that position,
Yeah.
I'd want them to treat me like their fucking kid. Like, I'd want to be taken care of in the best way possible. And so I was like, I'm gonna take care of him, and it's gonna be all good. So that's what happens. Is I'm taking care of him. I'm rubbing his back, and then not necessarily the worst happens, but he gets up and he fucking. Yaks like on my pants, like my shoes.
Yeah, so do you draw the line there and fuck off?
Was
or?
it on your real off?
It was on my real Cactus Jacks, my ones. And luckily it wasn't that much puke that got on me, but there was like enough that got on me. And at this point, everyone started showing up. Like the homies, shout out Chase, shout out Joe, shout out all the Canadian homies. They started showing up at this. They were here at this point.
So this is a Canadian fucking.
Yeah.
So that's why you're doing this, because you want to be polite.
No. I'm not. And
You
I would
don't
do
wanna
this for
look like a
anybody.
foreigner.
It's not even to be like, hey bud, like to take care of it, as just to really embrace the Canadian culture. But it's because I just wanted to look out for him. But yeah, long story short, we put him in a porta potty after that, and he was like, you know what, I'm good. And
You put him
so-
in a porta potty. Like, did he want to go in a porta potty?
Yeah, he insisted. We were like, Scruggs is coming on soon. He was like, leave me.
Dude, if I was
And we were
feeling like
like-
shit, the last place I want to be is a fucking
Well,
porta
we were
potty.
like, look, like, you know, because security came over and they're like, are you guys good? Like, we didn't want to get kicked out at this point. So we were like, yeah, we're good. Everything's good. And he was just like, leave me, guys. And so I was like, this seems like a bad idea. But they were like, hey, he said it, not us. And so, you know, we left. And 20 minutes later, he comes back. Hey, he's living. He's lively. It's all good again. And like, you know, so he made it out. But that was kind of crazy because, yeah, I had like just met bro. And I thought he was like, he was pretty experienced in doing this, but in the way that he did it, it was
Slippery slope.
It was slippery slope.
Yeah.
And
Slippery slope.
so yeah, but it was all in all, it ended up being an amazing night. Even after the show, we got back to the house, we were all hanging out. Like, it was amazing. After that, it was just a slippery slope for the first like hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, raves are.
Bro, I thought what you were gonna say was that like most recent, or I don't know if it's most recent rave you went to, but that one show you went to with Colin Chase, and there was the dude like literally nodding off onto the stage.
No, because he's on the stage,
Yeah.
and he literally pulls the baggies out, and he's just.
like you guys got there early to get like good spots. You're
Yeah.
like in the front. And you see this dude. And
Dude,
he's
he's
actually
literally
on
laying
the
there
stage,
on the
like
stage.
next.
Dude, it was
I
insane.
thought that was crazy when you
Like, the
told me
fact that
that.
security, like, security eventually, like, grabbed him and was like, you got to get out. Like, he got kicked out
Yeah,
eventually,
yeah.
but the fact that he withstood that.
He
for
was
that
just
long-
like on that shit. Just,
I was like, I have a video.
That's
Yeah,
what's-
like, I have a video. Like, his homies need to be like, look, bro, like, you're done.
yeah,
like,
you
let's
get
take
your
off.
mans.
Get your
Dude, if I was the
because-
performer, I would just go fucking.
Dude, because
off.
that's what I'm saying. Because I'm saying, like,
It's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Sammy Virgie's out there DJing and shit. He probably could have like kicked his head, like kicked him off the stage. Like, dude was so fucking close. Like, it was, dude. Yeah, that was bad. Like, I was just like, this is where security, and security honestly never does jack shit. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's
No, they
Canadian
like
security, too.
no.
Yeah.
That, I think they should.
No, that was in
really,
the,
you know, let people
that was
go
in the
wild.
States.
We'll let people go wild, but
But like
Mans is
obviously,
unconscious.
if you're a problem, like
yeah, like
you
that
know.
was becoming like an issue. And like, bro, openly, like, you know, people do drugs at raves, people do their thing. But when you're
People
standing on the
including you.
stage with a spoon and a baggie just like in front of everyone and the performer to see, like, there's a problem.
Yeah, nah, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
luck.
Dude, yeah.
Bad luck.
That was pretty fucking crazy because I've never really seen that. Like, I've seen people, you know, have to go in ambulances and stuff. But I've never seen, like, honestly, respect to what he
That guy just did not give a fuck. He
Dude,
was like, "There's
nah.
no chance they're getting."
He didn't give a fuck, and there was just something in his body that was like, "You got this."
No,
like,
I already
he would
know.
just pass out and then
He
wake
had,
back up and just get right back into it.
he had a great spot. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have the best time," and then he had a bit too good of a time.
He definitely had a bit too
Yeah.
too good of a time because we saw him when we walked out to the venue too. He was standing there like on the wall, just like same
Oh,
shit,
shit.
Waiting for his homies.
waiting for his homies to come out. Yeah, because he got fucking kicked out. But no, yeah. Although this is
Did
definitely
he get
not,
kicked out early too?
Not even, dude. It was probably like we got past the openers and into Sammy Vergi, which was like 2 hours of this until finally security
crazy.
did something. But this isn't demoting raves. Like, if you've never been, I highly suggest you go to one.
Just have some
obviously
class.
You just no.
Yeah.
You need to have a little bit of degeneracy to.
have a little bit of degeneracy. Have a
That's
little
a
bit of
time
class.
to, you know.
Don't take random water from anybody or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't take
Obviously.
anything from anybody.
Don't take anything from anybody. Actually, but unless it's like a bracelet.
Get
or
some
something.
buddies, bro.
Unless they
Raves
seem
are
really
so
chill,
fun with the
like-
homies.
Unless they're chill like that, you should take it. But if they're giving off some weird vibes, maybe
Yeah,
not.
for sure.
No, yeah, but I.
Dude, that
Like, if
was
you have a
like,
good sense for people, you know, you should be fine.
It's all fun and games. You're like, wow, this guy's awesome. Want to rip my dad pen?
DMT to the dome.
Yeah, just straight DMT. And
Yeah,
just
that's not
blast
good.
it off.
Dude.
No, yeah, it's a slippery slope when it comes to stuff like that, and I think a lot of people are uneducated on how to deal with like substances and how to take in like the quantity. Because I've seen so many like, and I don't want to like stereotype or anything, but I've seen so many like white girls be like, I can't wait to go to the spray with my friends. It's gonna be awesome. And my plug Pablo gave us like this super awesome Molly, and they all just like
And it was meth.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, you know,
Dude.
you're not built for this. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
That's that reminds me of like when I first moved like to here and met these boys. Zav was like one of the first people I met.
Yup.
No,
Spanish class, bro.
I was the first, though. Technically.
Was Jack the first?
I guess.
Yeah, technically the first.
Yeah,
How?
I guess because gym class and I had that was like early.
Gym
in the
class
day.
when I was in.
that you
Gym
never
class.
showed up to.
I never, not like ever.
Yeah.
That gym,
Wait,
that
quick.
gym class was such a joke.
Before I finish my story, quick side note: that gym class, I remember, like I skipped the 2 weeks before Thanksgiving break, and then there was Thanksgiving break, and then all the time between like Thanksgiving break and New Year, I didn't go a single time. And then,
No.
and then 2 weeks after that, and then I went.
Well,
and
I remember that
he didn't
'cause-
mark me absent a single time, and I came back. He did not say a word to me.
Well, it would be first period, and I'd leave English, and then it'd be smoke clog and ditch your fucking gym class because
Yeah.
I know you would go to the benches or like behind the bridge.
You
or
go to like
wherever
the
every day.
fucking. What is that?
You can
Smoke in the
Concessions.
dugout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was a good old days.
Anyways, you first got here.
No, yeah. I first got here and I remember like early on, like some of the first people I met who like, you know, I was a bit of back in the day, I was a bit of a dirty pot smoking degenerate, you know, skip school and smoke weed and shit.
were.
Yeah, no. Now I do it and it's completely fine and legal and all
Because
that.
he's not
Like,
in
it's
school.
just like regular. Yeah, I was like a little kid doing that shit, like, you know, a crime. Yeah, okay. No, and it was like some of the first people I met, and they were like, I was smoking with them like one of the first times like I'd moved, I hadn't smoked in a while, you know, I was super faded, like, and they were talking to me, and they were like, yeah, so last week we did this Molly, and then one of our friends got drug tested, and it was just meth, and I was like,
do you
what the
remember
fuck?
like who you were talking to?
Dude, names no, but like
Yeah.
faces, yes,
Yeah, you
like
could totally recognize
like in
it.
my mind.
Well, honestly, because there was other girls. that
It
I
was
heard.
girls in the grade below us.
No, I know. Yeah, I was gonna say because I knew about these girls in the grade below us who thought they did Molly, and it was just straight fucking bad.
Yeah,
and they were
no,
just
we're
like
probably thinking-
they were
How
just
do you-
okay with it too.
How do you confuse? I thought isn't Molly?
Oh, fun fact. So Molly, MDMA.
Yeah, isn't that a pill though?
Yeah, but so
Whoa.
MDMA, the last MA stands for methamphetamine.
Yeah.
What about MDA?
MDA?
Yeah, that's
I don't
that's
know what
another
the fuck MDA
recreational
is.
drug.
Is it?
Not that I.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Either way.
It goes by different name.
Either way, I would never do any of those.
Yeah, and so many
Like,
motherfuckers.
keep it green.
No, the thing was, so many motherfuckers would be, yeah, I got the shit. Like this is the shit right here. And yeah, it's literally just straight fucking
Yeah,
mess. Like,
straight from doo doo.
yeah.
Dude, that.
The grade below us was fucking bad.
Yeah. with the
Like I thought we
drugs
were bad,
and
but
the-
then I heard stories about the grade below us, and I was like, holy shit.
It always just gets worse and worse, bro. Like I remember when we
Yeah.
were like seniors or something. Jake's mom still worked at. Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing.
At a
But
certain
like, you
school.
know, yeah, and like we went there. You know, there's some things that went down there, but
Things were bad.
they're like
but
talking
not too
about
bad.
like kids were like fighting teachers or something like crazy, like you know, like crazy shit
No, they
going
had to
on.
take
Like,
like the stalls off the doors in the bathroom because motherfuckers were
Doors
getting-
out the stalls.
Yeah, they were getting down to too much
Yeah.
greasy shit. in the
Really?
yeah.
Them kids.
Dude, yeah, like
crazy stuff going on, and I was like, oh my
No,
god.
I'm glad to see that the kids are still up to some bad shit.
no, because I feel like
I feel like that's part
when
of
is the
being a
point
kid.
of like stopping though? Because I remember like our trend was like, what was it called? I remember this trend was so funny, but it got problematic. It was devilish like liquor, whatever,
Devious
demonic,
licks.
devious licks.
The
And like it got to the
devious
point where
lick.
people were taking like stall doors and like toilets and like someone took like
Soap
their school
dispensers,
pet.
all that shit.
Yeah, and so then it
Yeah.
became like an actually big problem. They made an announcement about it over the loudspeaker, and they were like, "We don't condone this trend going on social media. Stop breaking our soap dispensers. Stop like it."
That was the most common one, was the fucking bathroom soap dispenser.
yeah. That's like
Yeah,
where it
Dude,
all
but then
started.
someone like
Dispensers,
literally
bro.
break the fucking toilet. Like,
Yeah, no,
clean off.
somebody broke the toilet. Like it got like
No,
bad
the
enough.
worst one was
Thing, yeah,
somebody
yeah.
stole like somebody was stole a sign, but that was a different school, I think. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I did not go to school that much.
At that point.
At that point, yeah.
No, but it was it did get bad. But like what I'm saying though, and like one other trend I do remember was like when you'd fold up the little like paper things and you'd like
Shoot him in
like
the seat.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and Jacob
fling
was
him in the
around
roof.
for that. But those all
The
seem like
mask
so
stuff.
innocent, and then I literally will hop on like Twitter or something. It's just student being like, "Get the fuck out of my face!" Bow, and then just like doming their
Smacking the
teacher.
teacher,
Yeah,
yeah.
like guys,
Yeah.
these
You
are our
trying to tell
educators.
me to
Some
get off my
crazy.
switch?
Yeah,
bitch?
dude, yeah, like that happened. Yeah,
Yes, that motherfucker. didn't
or
go
like
to
take out
jail.
their AirPod and just fucking
yeah,
hit a
actually, like
teacher
bro,
over.
they're trying to
I was
make you
eating chips
successful
in the
in
hallway.
life.
They would tell me to stop eating my chips, so I fucking knocked that bitch out. Like what?
Nah, it's
Dude, it's like if at that point, if you're gonna do shit like that, just don't go to school. Like,
yeah, you're becoming
Yeah,
more
what
of
are you
a
there
problem.
for? You're not
than
learning.
anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
do something else.
You're a nuisance.
Yeah.
Like you're gone from school at that point. Like we
Yeah,
know you're.
It's all good. Like, just find
An absence
something
is far
else.
better than you being there.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
No,
and-
I remember the okay. So like for context, we all went to the same high school.
Mhm.
All of us. Matt, who was on the previous episode, did not.
but everybody else that's here.
Yeah. So I think the dumbest thing that our high school ever did was when the fucking axe truck came.
Yes,
and they were
I
so
love
the
telling
axe
this
truck
story.
came to a high school and gave out like the
No, Axe-
like
yeah,
little
Axe
sample
body
spray.
spray.
Yeah, Axe body spray.
No, the thing was they didn't give out samples. They gave out bottles. They
yeah,
were
no, but the
giving
bottles
us
were like the little.
the spray cans. Yeah,
Yes.
like Febrezes.
And I just love telling this fucking story because it's so ridiculous. Like I remember this was the start of my freshman year. Like I was like I just moved to town. I didn't know anybody. I was like I don't know what the school's gonna be like. Fucking like the first week of school, there's an Axe body spray truck giving out samples. And now what do you get when you take a bunch of teenage boys with an pretty much infinite supply
Yeah,
of Axe
unlimited
body
amount
spray
of Axe
bottles?
body spray.
yeah, in a school.
In a school.
Yeah.
So all I remember
Oh,
is just everywhere kids were fucking like zip tying them like shut, throwing them in
Literally
classrooms.
grenading.
Yeah,
like,
putting them in
Literally
lockers.
grenading
classrooms. And then
Bro,
around-
did
It was
they have
chaos.
to like evacuate?
No,
because
we had
people
to
were like,
leave at
I
one point.
can't breathe.
and then I remember that day, the school announcement, the lady comes out and says, Excuse me, students. If there's anybody with asthma, would you please evacuate the building?
Like, what?
Like they're trying to be nonchalant about it, but it's like, dude, like what did you expect was
Nah.
gonna fucking
That was
happen?
like the most foolish thing of all time.
And and you know, evidently they never had any of the sort of anything like that happen after
Our
that.
school was not the particular best. I remember
I mean,
my
it's an inner city school. Of course, there's gonna be
Yeah.
like shit
Yeah.
going on.
well,
you know?
my most like key memory of first moving was I remember I'm sitting there in like the first fucking assembly of the year, and they were like, so far this year we have the worst average grades and the lowest average attendance
I
in all the
remember
school
that.
district, and everyone starts clapping.
Oh my god! And they were so pissed. They're like, "This is not fucking
I
funny."
don't know who it is, the assistant principal, whoever, like some lady. She's like, "That is not something to clap about," and she's like yelling at us, and everyone's like dying. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good."
Yeah, it's gonna be fucked. Yeah.
Where it's also funny because we were literally at the time we were next to the school with the highest average test scores. Fucking,
Yeah, that school had
yeah,
pretty much the
literally
highest scores,
right
I
next
think.
sharing the same campus. So it's quite the contrast.
Yin and yang. You know,
Yin and yang,
you know how
that's what it was.
goes.
Yeah.
High school was an experience for sure.
Good
It was
times.
an overall pretty good experience, I would say, because there was so
You remember like the senior prank night, bro?
dude. That was also
Jacob, did you go to that?
Yeah,
Probably
Jacob did not pull
not.
up senior prank night.
Dude, motherfuckers camping outside the school, tents all up on that shit, bro. People getting on the roof, like me and
Yeah.
Caden got up on the roof, bro. Like we
No.
climbed up that.
Well, I remember though the original plan and what
Yeah.
we were supposed to
Didn't
do
someone
was
put,
to
like, a goat
break
up on the
into
roof?
school. We were supposed to break into the school and then like do a bunch of shit inside the school before the teacher showed up. But then everybody showed up and like somebody from the student council was like,
Oh, somebody was supposed to have a key because their
yeah.
parent, bro.
Yeah,
but they didn't get the
exactly.
key or
The parent worked for
something.
the school and they were like, we don't have a key. And so we actually got in a lot of trouble because people started vandalizing everything with like spray
Wow,
paint. And, like,
you
you
already
couldn't
saw
like,
that coming.
yeah. Let's just say that there was.
Dude, they moved like the
There was-
soccer goals, and, like
Hey,
trash.
I
and,
do
like,
remember
blocked
though.
off the
I do
parking
remember though.
lots.
There's NEM somewhere around that school.
Yeah,
There's NEM
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
around that school.
I've
But people
I've
did,
done
people
my
did,
fair share of tagging.
People did far worse shit though. Like people did, and they put like disrespectful like signs like on the goalpost blocking the parking lots. And then there were like a couple kids that were getting like fucking drunk as hell, and they were
I
like
bet.
destroying other people's tents, like that their parents probably like gave to them to like camp out. They were like dive bombing into their tents and shit. And it was just like,
bad kids.
yeah, I got like
Yeah.
the worst sleep of my life that night. I did not want to pull up.
Yeah, I did not sleep.
No, but
bro.
like our school was shit. I remember in the parking lot there would just be smashed like liquor bottles, and they would just be
like
like
just
par-
inner
there would
city
just be
school shit.
multiple parking spots that nobody would park in because there was just broken glass. Someone had like. And even before that, there was just the Patron bottle like sitting on like, you know, the classic parking lot, like the fucking concrete like cylinders, and they got the lights.
Yeah.
Like it's just sitting on there for like a week.
Mhm.
And
Nobody
then
would
someone
touch it.
finally smashes that shit in the parking lot.
And then they just wouldn't park there because
no
it
one
was
cared.
broken.
It never
Well, no,
got cleaned.
And what's funny is I like to consider this like modern day segregation is
What?
no.
We're
So-
getting political.
Here
no,
we
no,
go.
no, no, no,
Here we
no, no, not even getting political, but I think this was the most fun part. There was like the kids whose parents paid for them to have a parking spot, and so they had a really close area where they could park, and they got to paint their parking signs, and it was cute.
And to be fair, it was worth it
beautiful.
because the
And then there was
parking
the
lot.
slums.
No, 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 no. So
Those slums.
they had to expand the parking lot because the school got so big. So it was worth it to get it because otherwise you probably
Okay.
didn't get a spot nowhere.
It was
So
worth it to get it.
I don't
But
even think
the
I had
thing
the
was,
option to get a slot.
the
it was
thing
going to
was,
be like
I was too low priority.
Yeah.
bro.
exactly. You had that spot though where it was like
it's that
pretty.
segregation. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's what I'm saying. It was pretty imperfect. And then you walk back about 200 feet, and I remember pulling up to class at 8:30 a.m., spit in their trucks, doing donuts
Dude,
in
like
the bag.
empty like pre-roll fucking
literally
things, like
pre-rolls,
empty
like
meat, like
everyone's
carts,
like doing like dabs in their car. Yeah, like it was like literally
bad.
just these slums, and
No
like
one
you could
cared.
tell all the kids with their painted parking spots are looking over. Like the student council's like, we paid for this shit, and there's kids doing donuts in the fucking parking lots behind. Like, what did you expect was gonna happen, bro? There was gonna be so many kids that weren't gonna give a fuck about that rule. Like, it was insane, and they were.
I remember like one of the first days of school, I parked in someone's painted slot, and they were like, they left a note on my car that was actually
People got
like
shit
the
towed. They took it
full
serious.
page, like they wrote small too, like
Yeah.
got every word in there, and they were like, "This is the parking spot of a senior. I've been here for 4 years," and I was like, "Bitch, what the fuck? Like, I'm also a senior, but like, goddamn."
Dude, that wasn't the worst part. You guys remember there's because remember on Schoology there was like the message board on the home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what year this was, but some fucking parent left a sticky note of like slurs and like actually like
Some
like
bad shit.
of
Yeah.
like swear words swearing at this person parking their fucking spot, and the school posted a picture saying like, if this was your parent or you wrote this, fucking fuck off.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, dude, relax.
Yeah, literally,
Take a
yeah.
Xanax, dude. Come on.
People be pressed about too much.
Are you just getting beer? Oh.
Who's going on a mystery adventure, mystery break? Yeah, that high school experience
dude,
You
was
guys try
like,
the soju, by the way?
yeah.
I-
What is that? The lychee or what is
This is
that?
lychee.
Yeah.
I hate soju that's not chilled. So
Yeah, this shit was room temperature.
yeah,
when
room
I
temperature
grabbed
soju
it.
is not very good in my opinion. But
We're gonna do like a little ASMR. Like,
is this getting cut or?
What are you doing?
I'm swallowing on the mic.
All right, boys. I think I'm gonna dip out here. I gotta finish up some discrete homework that's due tomorrow.
All right,
Hey, Nate, it was good to have
Yes,
you.
But,
thank you for joining us.
Yeah, hit me up on a weekend, bro. I'll make it down. I'll make the weekend trip down. Hop on the
We'll get
bus.
Nathaniel in
Get
person.
my bum ass down there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, thanks for having me. Have a good cast, boys.
All right,
Yeah,
peace out, gang.
see ya. That guy's fucking retarded. I'm kidding.
God, now that we got him out, we can actually start talking about the political
Dude,
state of
I
society.
can't believe we invited somebody who plugged a fucking microwave as their microphone.
Man, like the amount of editing we're gonna have to do to cut out all the slurs he said. Oh my, it's gonna take
Fucked
ages.
up. Bro got the FL Studio mic. Good day. More like shit days. This is not good.
Dude, I mean, okay. If you had it chilled, I think it'd be good. It'd be enjoyable.
Yeah, if it was chilled,
try
it'd be
it?
good. It's a little.
Neither of you have a fine taste for.
No, I'd
drink.
say I have a curated taste for some.
No,
drink,
I like the
but
flavor.
okay,
It's just like the
maybe I don't like
quality.
that much because the soju I had was at like a. I'm not even gonna say it like it's authentic, but I was at a Korean barbecue restaurant.
Okay, no, I'm gonna immediately tell you. How much did you pay
It's probably
for
some
that?
shit.
Yeah, it's probably some shit. How much did you pay for it?
I don't fucking remember.
If you
it.
paid-
And it's not like there's really like nice soju. It's not like wine when there's like big depth.
No, I was drinking that shit, and it was green apple was the flavor. I could have drank that shit all night.
Green apple
No,
was the flavor.
All
yeah.
night. Like it didn't taste like
No, I
nothing.
know which one you had. You probably had Green Day.
Green Day.
I
Or
think
no,
that's
Green Day.
delicious.
I mixed the two
Reference?
words. Green.
Like I could chug that shit. Like,
What was the fuck? I can't forget. What was the brand of the other?
I don't know.
Ever,
All
A
I know
good-
though
was it
is
a good
that
brand, like
whatever
considered?
the
No.
most popular brand of soju is like the single most popular alcohol brand in the whole world.
No. So Zav. So in America, like common, there's two soju brands. Both are like English names.
Yeah.
One's Good Day, and the other one is Sunhari. You probably had Green Apple Sunhari because I know that's a flavor they have, and it's like pretty popular.
Probably then. It was.
It's good though. I admit that one is good.
Yeah, like I was fucking with it. It didn't really have any like burn to it. It was nice and cold. Like it was.
And you know this is 12%.
dude, yeah, dude. When I was at the restaurant, bro, I
Light.
was like, yeah, I'm straight. Like I've never had this, but I was like, I'm straight.
It's
I was-
dangerous.
I got fucked up real quick.
Why does this one not say what it is?
That shit is not only room temperature; it's kind of warm.
Oh, yeah, I've been holding it.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I might have had my seat
12
warmer on by
12.5.
accident and like just like left the bottles on the seat warmer.
Yeah.
Dude,
We need to make our own alcohol. Like, okay, wait, no,
That
wait, that's
sounds
an
like
eight.
something-
Okay,
I've always wanted to bootleg.
a message to the ATF. I mean that as a joke. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get that straight. No, but I mean like fucking the. God, what is the fucking podcast name? The other
Cold ones.
Cold ones. They made their
The
own.
grog.
Yeah, they made.
Yeah, but that's not. It's not beer,
It's shochu.
is it?
they made their own soju.
Well, they
Yeah,
have their
it's
own like.
carbonated shochu with like flavoring.
Yeah, it's like,
I want to try
Not-
it. It seems kind of good.
dude, it's probably really expensive.
no, I
probably
mean,
kind of a fucking
You guys know how like
project, right?
alcohol is like super expensive in Australia, right?
Yeah,
It's like you'll actually spend fucking $90 on a case or some stupid shit.
yeah, that's bullshit. Thank
Yeah,
God we
they-
have America. You could spend $20 on a 30-pack of.
Dude, I remember like last year around 4th of July, we were getting 30 racks of
Keystone.
Bud Light for like $15.
Yeah. And that was because I in
like
the
$18.
in the group chat was a memory from a year ago or 2 years ago today, and it was just Nate's house, and you see like the big tower of like beers, and then you just see it knocked over with like more, and then some in the sink with more, and then on the wood table with more. Like that was
All banquets, right?
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
all banquets.
We
like,
rep our shit around here.
We do rep our shit. We love banquet. Banquet, if you love us.
Dude,
Sponsor.
that I think would be
Give us a
the
shout out.
ultimate sponsor would be
That'd be-
glorious.
I
This
think the ultimate
podcast is
sponsor at
sponsored
this
by
point is
Banquet.
anything that gives us
Or
money.
like what's like the other most like Colorado possible thing we could have?
An IPA.
yeah, 100%.
Breckenridge Brewery.
Yeah, Breckenridge. Fuck that.
Nah, I'd rather have Coors.
Oh, 100%. I'm
I
sorry,
like
I'm not an
like
IPA
watery
man.
beer. IPAs are good and all, but I want something that's like drinkable.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think IPAs are just shit. Like
Really?
I've had IPAs, and I'm just like, bro, why would
See,
I drink
Were
this?
you
when I
born in
can-
Colorado?
See, I
No, I
like
was
Yeah, exactly. That's
like,
see, exactly. That's
So I'm
why.
not built for it.
Yeah.
It's not in my blood to
you know,
like
I
an
was born in
IPA.
Colorado. But
That's fucking wild, bro.
no, but like, I think IPAs are great. Like, IPAs definitely taste better than like a fucking Bud Light. But it's like I'm not about to drink fucking 10 IPAs.
Yeah.
Like if I'm really drinking something for the taste, I'd rather drink like good wine or like
That's why I like
I was-
soju. I
some
love the taste of
fine
soju.
dark liquor.
I was about to say actually on the page of wine, if I could choose something to drink,
Wine.
me and Sam, we can crack a bottle
Yeah,
of
you
Barefoot
guys are some
open,
like
bro.
drinking barefoot, like some
I'm a slut for Barefoot. All right,
some
like
dog shit wine. Some
like, you
shit
crack-
that's
you
so
crack some-
sweet it like fucking
Dude, it's you put some ice in that bitch, bro. Some Barefoot on the rocks, dude.
It's basically just grape juice at that point.
Pretty much, and I'm a fucking slut for it. Like it's so fucking good and easy to drink. And before you know it, like I think last time I had it, me and Sam shared a bottle, and like that's all it took at that point. Like he was like, because I feel like when you get wine drunk, it's not like fucking vodka.
because you guys were like fucking.
nah, but it's like I feel like when you get like violently drunk when you're taking like shots of tequila and
Yeah,
vodka,
yeah.
like you're fucking sloppy. But that shit was like
So I'm sure you guys were like sipping and not.
that shit was like.
It's not like you're playing
Like he was like, "Oh, I'm not even faded." And he
Oh.
stands up and he's like, "Ooh."
We
I'm
gotta
feeling
have a quarters edition episode
quarters episode.
where we just play quarters
The
the whole
entire
episode.
episode.
That would be such a banger.
Dude,
That's a
I
great
want to do
idea.
something like special, like for like
The
holidays
specials?
and shit too.
I'm saying we gotta do the Benadryl special.
The Bennies.
The
Dude, or like when we
Benadryl.
travel, like I'm telling you, if we fucking go to Korea Sunday or something, like we've been talking, or like Japan.
We're gonna have the shittiest podcast, 100 views an episode, but we're just like in Japan.
Yeah.
Dude, no, but that's what I'm saying. With
That'd be
this, because
lit.
I can take this anywhere. We go to fucking top of Mount Fuji, do a podcast. Like, come on.
And that would be pretty dope.
That would be
though.
dope.
That would be pretty dope.
In
I
the
would love to
casinos
see
of
it.
Macau.
Literally, dude. That would be awesome.
We're
We've
in
been-
Tiananmen Square. Welcome.
Yeah. No, that's a great
Welcome,
idea,
special
though.
guest Xi Jinping. That would be the dream guest, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably at the top of the list. Besides, like obviously, like the next coming of Jesus Christ,
Trump,
whenever that
Trump
happens.
special guest, that'd be dope.
Yeah,
I
who's
think
like,
Trump is behind the next coming of Jesus Christ. Is that canon lore? I'm pretty sure it is.
No, I think it is.
Dude, fuck, Nate left. He's the certified Catholic.
He is a certified Catholic. He could yap. He could talk about it. He could preach.
I mean, I am a confirmed Catholic, but I don't rep that.
Damn. Wallahi.
Wallahi.
Wallahi,
Wait, Jack. I know we talked about this last time. Is Ramadan over yet? Or is it still?
Is
Is
I think
still?
I think
We
Because
can-
last
we
time
can
the whole
check the
time
Discord,
we spent like
yeah,
five.
It's over. It's over.
It's over?
It was the ninth.
We spent like 10 minutes talking about how it was over, and it just
and
wasn't.
it was not over.
No.
Though. Well, I was thinking about it because I saw this
Next year
a
we're
group of
participating,
homies
right?
and they were all repping their fit in like the all white fit, and I was like,
Oh.
damn, is Ramadan still going today? But you know, apparently
Dude.
not.
As a former, Catholic, I wish in Christianity they had something like that. I feel like they don't got anything like Ramadan where everyone like comes together and
They don't.
it's like you got
What?
Christmas, but it's like
That's you come together.
I'm gonna say this, like it's a very common thing. People they go to church on like Christmas and Easter and that's it.
yeah, Ramadan.
And
is,
then
like,
it's not even like that big
you're
of a
going
deal.
through
But
it
like
together.
Ramadan, it's like
honestly,
it's actually the whole gang. Everyone's chilling. Like
I feel
every
like
day is. I don't know.
Shit,
Dude, when was the last time you said what you? It's Christmas is always like a bunch of people get together. Is that not the
Well,
shit?
yeah,
it's
no, it
different,
is,
though.
but like.
But you get
I'm
together.
saying like
you
in
get
the
together and you're
religious
like,
way.
where's
Like
my
it's like
fucking
you
gift
go
at?
to fucking
That's what I'm saying
mass,
though. I think
you listen to the priest.
I'm
and
not a
then you go
religious
home.
person, so I've never participated in Ramadan, obviously. But
Yeah, you're not religious.
on
You're
the paper-
materialistic.
Next
on
year
the
we're all
paper,
participating.
on paper, all I see is one I get presents and one I don't get to eat.
yeah.
Like fuck that. I'm sorry.
I don't think they're comparable though. It's not like Ramadan is the Christmas of.
no, but it's a coming
Islam.
together. It's a mutual struggle. Of,
Yeah. Like you're all
purifying
going through the
yourself
sacrifice together.
together.
Trunko, I thought
Okay.
I thought Christmas was his birthday.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
What's the struggle there?
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
It's a different thing.
You know what I think you should
also
do?
wasn't it like confirmed that Jesus wasn't actually born in December? It was like,
He also wasn't.
He was
like-
born in the spring.
He wasn't
Yeah.
born in year 0. He was born a couple years earlier, technically.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fucked it up.
the lore's kind of wacky. But,
The
they
historians
kind of
fucked
got
it
it. I think you should get, or you should try to do. What's his name? He's the guy that
Why do we always cut the religion in these fucking episodes, dude?
Okay, but
always
this
go
is
to religion.
actually.
Why do we always like try and min-max or fucking offending everybody? Like,
No, we got to talk about hot subjects for the clips, you know?
You're right. All right, let's talk
I
about
don't think
Neon.
the AI is gonna pick up on these controversies.
No, I got this. Hot topic. Neon Genesis was just in theaters.
And people were weird about it.
No, I saw clips and it was end of Evangelion and it started with a certain scene, and let me tell you, I saw very large
Did
amounts
everyone
of
start
people just
cheering?
applauding and cheering, like, yeah, that's my guy right there.
Oh, I didn't
Guys,
even think about that, but we were talking about
you deserve jail if you're one of those people.
So me and Zav are both big fans. I'm sure Jack probably has never seen it.
Because he doesn't watch beat.
I
but it's
know
okay.
some of the memes though.
Yeah, but like, so me and Zav, you know, we're big fans. We both think it's
Connoisseurs.
one of the greatest. But like,
Soy boys.
we would not like, we wouldn't be like that. Like,
I didn't
people
even
who
buy a
are like
ticket.
that, like if I mean, I'm sure if you know what we're talking about, you've been on Twitter, you've seen the things that people did, said, and like,
Yeah, we are not.
it's
that.
not cool.
Yeah, we don't. Agree.
Even though we're big fans, like, not cool.
we're big fans because of how curated and well written it is, not because of the other bullshit that people obsess over.
Okay, this could be controversial. Do you think Evangelion, like, as the show itself, attracts like weird people?
Yeah, 100%.
I'd say it
So-
probably.
No doubt.
Okay, I saw this meme and it was like, if you relate with any of the three main characters, like, you have
You need
mental
help.
problems.
Well, that's the
Like,
thing, and so many people are like, Shinji.
I relate to all the
like,
characters.
yeah, like I relate to all of them. Like there's so many, like, you know, we go through a lot of shit in life. You do not relate to Shinji. Nobody should be saying that shit. We go through a lot of tough shit in life, but if you relate to him, you deserve fucking jail time.
No, I think the worst one's probably Asuka, right? If you relate with her.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Is
she's
that the
crazy.
redhead bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Asuka.
that's more because it's like you got family problems.
Yeah, but everyone, if you relate to Asuka,
They just all had a lot of problems.
you're a little bit better because
like in the head.
Yeah, if you relate to Asuka, I'm
Problems with
sorry, you probably went
self-worth
through some
and-
shit. But if you relate to Shinji, you need fucking jail time. It's the same way.
Same thing with Ray. Like, it's all bad.
Yeah, and it's kind of the same thing with like Berserk too, where it's like Berserk is a hot topic because I've seen so many comments or people debate about this.
Wait. So you should show off your.
All right, for the one time, I guess
Wait,
Oh,
what's
it's
this?
I'm
on your
here-
leg.
Yeah. Would you want me to show off?
The Berserk.
Yeah, it's I'm not.
I don't know
Nate,
why I thought you
have
had it
it.
on your back. That might.
That's Nate.
Yeah.
I guess there's really no way of me showing it without. Let's just say
Pulling
I'm
your
gonna-
pants down?
Yeah, I can't
Well,
pull
so-
my.
Okay, but for the people at home, our
Well-
good pal Zav here, he has the Berserk brand.
I do have the Berserk brand, and I'm saying this because I'm a normal fan that just thinks Guts is a really fucking badass dude that did some badass shit. But then there's the other side where people argue on Twitter, and this has been something that has been rising where people are, when a certain scene was happening and some certain things were happening, they tried to.
Oh, is this because the eclipse happened recently? Yeah, I saw a lot of bad shit
because the
recently.
eclipse was going on, everyone was getting in heated debates about what I'm doing on the eclipse is I'm watching the sun. What I'm doing is this. And then there's the weird motherfuckers that are like, when the eclipse hits. And then it's just like a picture of like Griffith, and it's like those people, you're fucking weird. Like you need help. Like you can't just like joke about these things. Like that's okay, Jerry. And like
What did he do in the eclipse?
we were playing Quiplash one night, and he actually pulled that card out on Sam, and he said some things about. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. He said some things. And that should not have been said. And it's like, you know, Berserk is cool to an extent, but we can't just be like openly joking about all this bullshit.
People
like,
take media too seriously.
way too seriously. But those
bad.
are also two very great pieces of media if you're not one of the weird motherfuckers that's in it.
Dude, you need to go to Japan with us.
I know, I need to go to Japan like really bad.
Dude, I'm just okay. Like,
Right now is really good, right? Because their money is.
the money's in the toilet.
Like I can get like a cigarette, like a pack of cigarettes for what, like really,
Like
really,
a
really
quarter?
cheap.
No.
No,
not even
yeah.
in Indonesia you can get it for that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. But like, it's It's at an all-time high.
Yeah.
It'd be
bad.
like $2, $3.
Still, I
for
mean,
a
it's fucking
pack.
like $8 here, so
Yeah.
I could buy like 2 packs for.
That's
the
why
price
I'm
of one.
saying
I could chain smoke so many cigarettes.
Literally, I could just sit there and just.
So let me get this straight.
Go to bars and smoke
When
cigarettes.
the idea of going to Japan, you know, you have like the beautiful landscape, you have the
I wanna go to
delicious
Kyoto.
food, the great culture.
Yeah.
Chain smoking cigarettes.
I mean, I feel like you're not truly embracing the culture if you're not chain smoking cigarettes.
It
Like
is
I
a
can
part of
see
their
all this
culture.
beautiful land while chain smoking cigarettes.
That's just like
Like,
Well, also, I mean, technically you can't because it's like, dude, there's smoking laws. No, this is one thing that I think Matt.
you have to go to the restricted smokers square. That's a 10 by 10.
I
No,
can't-
this is the crazy thing
damn.
about Matt.
Do they have?
He-
Can you smoke on the trains?
There's smoking
Smoker cars?
cars.
Yeah.
Or it's not even a car.
Oh,
it's
so
a
it's
it's
like
a
a hot
little.
box?
It's like a fucking. It's next to
They
the,
need weed, bro.
It's like next to the bathroom. It's like a little
They need
fucking
saw.
stall you go in. It's not even a full car. But anyway, no, Matt. I told him this after we got back. I was like, when you were smoking, like you use like the smoking zones. He's like, what's that? It's like he just smoked wherever he fucking. We were.
that's because Matt's just that
a
guy.
bad
He's a
boy.
fucking
We were at a
badass.
heritage site, the Osaka Castle, fucking super ancient thing. He's there smoking a fucking cigarette and ashing on the ground. I'm just like this 1,000-year-old fucking
There's
castle.
like, yeah, literally like a statue that's like thousands of years old. Just like puts the cigarette out on it. Is this a
He's
fucking
throwing
problem?
his butts out like, dude, what a
It's
It's like a fucking sculpture, and he's just.
Dude, that's funny. I mean, to be honest, like, it's probably what I would do if I went to Japan. I feel like you're not a real tourist if you're not doing like outlandish shit like
No,
that.
I can't believe you never got like fucking confronted because there's a lot of cops in.
Yeah, and they just didn't say anything.
Dude, that's
I
because
don't think he never noticed or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
isn't Japan just like the king of like no one's gonna say anything, but they're gonna give you the dirtiest like look about
No,
it.
well, their justice system's really fucked though.
Yeah.
Like you will get fucking slammed. That's why their crime rate is so low. Is because like everybody's fucking scared. You do one
What
little
about the
mistake, you're
biker
fucked.
gangs?
Oh,
And they do the road takeovers.
Like Tokyo Adventure.
Dude, that shit's gas.
Tokyo Adventures is gas.
Are you caught up at all on the anime?
I watched like 3 episodes of season 2, and then I heard it kind of goes to shit though.
Well, everything
manga,
that's in
maybe.
the anime is really good.
Okay,
Because they
I do need to catch up. Though. I was thinking about it.
Did
the
you
other
read
day.
the manga at all? Yeah, I think the end's kind of bad.
Yeah.
He rushed it,
Yeah.
but I still think it's really good.
Speaking of bad endings, Gege, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Did it end?
Where are we going with it?
Is it not good
you
right now?
betcha.
It looks like the end will be coming soon. Like I think.
I feel like it's pretty. I'm just really
Okay.
not milking that shit. For
Oh,
like,
No.
it seems like
So-
they're kind of fucking milking it right now, but it should end this year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
It's
right
getting
now-
close.
Yeah, it's
that's kind
getting
of great.
close,
I was
and
not expecting it to end that soon.
I think after a certain.
I
big
like when it
event
doesn't
happened-
drag on.
See, that's
Oh,
the thing.
yeah.
I feel like that was like the 2010s, like Bleach, Berserk.
Naruto.
Yeah, like
they just
or I guess not Berserk, but
drag.
Bleach and Naruto, like all that. That shit just dragged the fuck
But
on.
no, but it's still even,
and
like,
nowadays,
weird,
I feel like shows they get just to the point.
I think it's just still is like Black Clover. It's like a new one that they're dragging on.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
true with all the movies and shit.
Well, no, yeah, that's the problem. Is 6 months ago, something very significant happened in the manga, and this was like people were tuning in. We're looking at the leakers like every night, like it was fucking peaking. And then after a specific event happened, it started going into a literal, like you could read the cycle. You could be like, this happened, now this is gonna happen. Next week chapter got published. What do you know? That happened. And we've been in that cycle for the past 6 months. And I think Gege just doesn't know how to wrap up the storyline with what he's doing right now. So I think it's Jujutsu Kaisen is like peak all the way up until where it's at now. And now it's just kind of flopping a little bit.
Dude, it's like, did you ever follow the Attack on Titan manga leaks?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was the funniest shit because it was half the time it wasn't right, but it was like kind of right.
Yeah.
Like I remember like the funny one was like it was
Spoilers
Ellen.
if you're listening, you can pause it.
It was even fucking. It's been out
Bro,
for so
yeah,
fuck you.
yeah,
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
been up for a long
No,
time.
Okay, wait. Actually, though, let's talk about spoilers since we were just talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. So our friends are huge fucking losers, and they love talking about that shit all the fucking time. And so
Like
one of our
right
friends,
now.
Chase, when he started watching One Piece, like he loves that shit more than anything. It's actually kind of fucking sad. Like he'll get on. We're gonna talk about it at some point.
I don't
Chase,
think
I'm not bagging on you,
I
I
think
love
it's
you.
great because I'm just waiting for One Piece to have a bad ending. I just want to see
He's
it.
gonna be mad.
I just see
no, but
jump
so
off a
Bro
cliff.
might,
when
I
he
was
was
bro might actually like need to be put on suicide watch.
when he was watching it for the first time, I was the whole time like joking like I was gonna spoil him, and he'd get so mad. He'd be like, "Bro, if you fucking spoil me, you fucking spoil me this, you spoil me that."
Okay.
And he would get so mad,
Jacob.
and then I never spoiled him. You know, saying this now, if I could turn back time, I would have spoiled him. I would have spoiled so hard
Jacob, this is
because
fucked up.
no, I don't care.
Because
Because this motherfucker like just would like after bitching at me for not like to not spoil him at One Piece for so long, just blatantly spoiled Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, I'm not gonna spoil on the podcast because like that's a little fucked up because the show's not over. But he just like blatantly spoiled like many huge things about the show, and then was like, "Oh well, too bad."
Dude, but
like, and it was like fucked up. Like actually. I don't care, honestly.
Dude,
this is
like,
like 2
spoilers from-
episodes in a row where we're just shitting on Chase.
Really?
I'm not.
First for
Mind you,
League
I'm
and
not
now
shitting on
for-
remember
Chase.
the group
He is. He is shitting on Chase.
You remember
You
the group chat?
I
and
am
Chase
shitting
have some
on
smoke.
Chase.
You can shit on him all you want.
Dude, when he comes on, we'll talk about it. But like,
Yeah, you guys can duke it out. You guys can talk
This
about it.
motherfucker-
Have you not checked your Snapchat in a while?
I don't know if I have Snapchat installed still.
Okay,
Oh, that was
this
a big
is
point of
Am I
hilarious.
getting clowned on?
This is hilarious.
Nah, there's some
After
beef.
we released episode 1, Chase watched it and he made a group chat with me, you, Matt, and himself. And he was like, "Guys, why the hell are you guys going on a podcast and shit talking?" He was so, I mean,
Is he
like,
calling me weird and shit?
no, you mean you're supposed to be mad at Matt and then also at me for like dogging on his league skills.
I don't think I said anything that bad.
No, but now
This time I am. I'm saying that piece of shit spoiled me on fucking Jujutsu Kaisen
Hey,
after
alright.
bitching at me constantly to not spoil him at One
Listen.
Piece.
I would like to say one thing though, Chase. You're the reason I'm almost Golden Siege. You're
Put the theme on his back,
You're
dude.
my sunshine. You're probably the best Siege player I've ever seen. As far as your league gameplay goes,
fuck him. I'm kidding.
I have seen some of that. I'm not going to speak on it, but I can't talk shit about you
Dude.
because my glorious king is carrying me in Siege right
Dude,
now.
but here's the
so-
thing though, is like I'll fucking shit talk him here because he won't come on because his ass won't fucking drive down to be on an episode. And he won't even be in here remote. I called him today. I asked him, "Do you want to be on?" He said, "No, hit me up another time." So he can't even be mad because he was in the group chat. He was like, "Yeah, good." He was like,
He'll have his time.
"Dude, I can't believe you guys are like shit talking me on his podcast. I'm not even on." And I'm like, "Dude, first off, I invited him to
I'm
the
gonna
first
keep
one.
shit talking him every
I
episode.
invited him to the first one.
This has to be a segment now of just like we need to take a 10-minute break
To
to talk
shit on
about
Chase.
Chase. I'm taking my
Until he's here to defend himself, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want.
damn. Say it with the chest.
He's gonna-
I
Dad's gonna
respect
get
it.
his ass
Yeah, I
down
respect
here.
it. But no, yeah, I mean, when the manga goes awry, it is a very sad day because I
Yeah.
feel like you invest so much time into it just for the author to be like a lot of people hated AOT when it ended. Like people thought it was really fucking
all
Dude,
bad.
but the
talked about
leaks
this
were
last
so
time.
funny. This is what I was saying earlier, though.
The
You remember,
leaks were
like one of
outlandish.
the funniest one was like it was mistranslated. It didn't say Aaron. It said Ellen. Ellen turns into Dove. And what the fuck does that mean?
Do people have all types of
Translations were so
conspiracy
poor on
theories and
Dude, yeah, no, people were like digging into that shit, and it turned out it was just like one panel of like a pigeon.
dude, that's like the shit
Like-
in One Piece with Zoro and Zolo and people get all fucking
Yeah,
Get off
no.
my
And
arms
I
like
remember there was for AOT, there was a way that I wanted it to end. And I think a lot of other people wanted it to end. And then
sex scene with Historia and Aaron.
That's
like
exactly
hot
it.
steamy.
That's exactly
for
what I was
multiple
thinking.
chapters.
And then it just pans out, and that was it. Well, because this is actually really funny. This takes me back. I remember when we were starting to read the manga, and Peak was introduced. Her character was introduced, and I remember there was a manga panel that you were so lenient
Yep.
on.
Yeah.
That you were so lenient.
So here's
on.
some context. I was a manga reader. Fucking loser, right? Anyway, the character Peak, she's a baddie, and in reality, shitty character design. The only reason people like her is because she's hot. Like real talk, her fucking character sucks.
design was bad.
She doesn't do anything, and she's just like whatever.
She was
boring.
the cart titan.
She was the cart titan.
Yeah. So anyway, and that's like kind of the funny part is she's like the ugliest titan, and then she gets revealed to be like some baddie. Anyway, there's a panel in the manga where she's like crawling on all fours in human form on the ground, and her just ass is all up in the air, and she's all like
she's so
looking
used to being the cart
breedable and
titan.
just mountable and just fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, I marked it on my calendar. I was like, this is the fucking day that this is gonna be animated, right? Day rolls around, they fucking skipped it. But you know what happened? They fucking listened to all the hate because in the next week's episode they like put it in randomly, like they glued it in.
And I remember because you were like, what the fuck is going on? I remember we watched it in like we were in Nate's basement. When we would watch AOT in Nate's basement, and you're sitting there and you're like, whoa. This was it.
Peak ass.
It was supposed to be here. And then finally we get to the next episode and we're watching and it just pans on and you just stand up. Like it was like neuron activation. You're just like, oh my God. Like pause and everything. They did it. And and the sad part was like how the way like shows will put like fan service into their shit. I wouldn't even consider this like fan service in the slightest. It was literally like
just out of nowhere.
It was still worth it. It was worth the wait. It was Peak's ass in color in HD. And her voice actor is fucking bad. So she's like talking. It's like
got you a little aroused.
I know. Jack wanted us to.
I went through many tissue boxes that week.
I bet you did. I wouldn't fucking doubt that. But yeah, like AOT, that was when it was like peak, and there was like not Dude, not double entendre, but it was a peak show. Like it was good. Like
what's crazy to me was how long AOT took to finish. I remember
seeing that shit on Cartoon Network when I was.
No, I remember the person who put me onto anime while I was in elementary school had like, what are they called? The fucking, like the jacket.
The scout.
But it was
jacket?
Like a sweatshirt. The Scouts. Yeah,
the Scouts.
She had like the Scouts like sweatshirt,
so many,
and that
like,
was in like
girls
the
with that
5th
shit.
grade.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, actually, that was probably even years after it started.
But
that shit took so long to finish for how many chapters it is. Like, what's that motherfucker doing?
It's just because of the studio. What studio took their fucking time? But it was worth it though. I mean, they did a really good job.
Did the manga finish fast?
No. Because it wasn't a weekly manga. It was monthly.
Oh, that's right.
So that shit was like.
Dude, that's going to be Vinland Saga. I swear Vinland Saga is probably going to go on for 10 years.
Dude, I'm not caught up, but I feel like I need to. Nate's pretty caught up on it, I think.
I'm caught up.
I need to catch up on one manga that I thought was slept on. Chainsaw Man.
I
read all the way through it.
Yeah, what do you mean slept?
I thought the first season of the anime was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good. I just feel like some people, I saw a lot of people.
I thought it was a little too frisky for no reason.
Dude, that's like the best part.
Or was that or was that just like what drove the show was the friskiness?
Whoa.
The friskiness was a key aspect.
I want to say it was a key aspect.
Because wasn't that like his whole goal? What's the dude's name?
Denji. And Denji was like, most characters like, my wife died. I have to adventure.
I want to be the greatest.
I want to be the greatest.
He was like, nah, I want some.
He literally wanted
to
get
action.
laid and he wanted to see some tits. And that's not an exaggeration. That was his whole point.
He's just like, be for real.
So relatable.
But because of that, it made him a really interesting character because it went into like the depths of
because then
how,
it gets
like,
deeper than that.
Yeah, it gets way deeper than that. And like how like he didn't like have like parents and he basically just became a dog.
It's what he thought he wanted.
Exactly. He thought he wanted something and then life switched up but it's really good though. I thought it was really good. It is pretty frisky for no reason. Like there's a lot of shit where you're just like
there's a lot of anime that's like that. I don't know. But I don't know what it is with the Japanese,
it's called hentai.
Especially Japanese dudes needing to make shit frisky.
Well, there's constantly. Just a lot of like. What show do you think has?
Dude, like the Looney Tunes wasn't getting frisky.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Actually, I guess
you fucking retard. That's like for 9-year-olds. It's like that's like saying Digimon wasn't frisky.
Okay, but have you ever seen Fishtails?
Digimon got a little frisky.
Did it?
Yes. Like at least a little.
Pokemon,
dude. Misty? Are you kidding me? Like, and they would have there's the episode back in OG Pokemon when they did like the swimsuit contest. Like that shit was frisky.
That's not. But Simpsons not for fucking kids, is what I'm saying.
Pokemon?
I just said Simpson.
No, Pokemon.
Oh.
It was like
you were
Misty and like
kid watching
Jesse and James had some like inflatable titties.
Yeah, no,
this is real.
It's like it's like or SpongeBob or fucking Sandy's got her fucking titties out.
Yeah, like.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, or I guess maybe back in that time, Looney Tunes. What was like the comparison? Like Astro Boy. I'm saying like in the U.S. in the fucking 70s, like the Looney Tunes is coming out.
Yeah,
in the
probably,
70s
like,
in
Astro
Japan,
Boy,
what
I
was
guess.
it? Like Astro Boy, right?
Fucking
I don't think there was titties in Astro Boy.
No,
It
no,
didn't
but I
start
remember
there.
what's her name? The bunny from Looney Tunes.
Bugs Bunny.
No.
Lola.
Oh, Lola.
In Space Jam.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry,
like,
sorry.
I'm
Okay,
not gonna lie.
okay.
dude.
Sorry, we don't want to go there.
The new Space Jam, how they fucking
nerfed her?
They nerfed her. She fucking.
Yeah, that shit's
Dude, I'm
fucked
not a
up.
furry, but like I would have hit.
That
the
was
OG one.
that was a historical nerf. Another historical nerf was Super Smash Bros. Brawl Snake to Smash Ultimate Snake.
Was that a generational fumble?
Wait, what happened? You saw his box and stuff.
Well, no, he like in Brawl he had ass like crazy, and then in Ultimate they made him flat.
Damn, they knew it. They knew fans were having too much fun,
Yeah,
so they were
like-
like, "We got to cut this shit out."
Yeah, it was fucked up.
DDD had a good glow up though. I guess he was in Melee.
He was
yeah.
trash in all the games.
You know what also was a generational nerf? Unfortunately, Meta Knight.
Meta Knight, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Meta Knight's my guy.
Well, Brawl was trash, so it doesn't even matter. He was the best. What are you gonna do? Play Brawl? I don't fucking think so.
Yeah.
Do you think Brawl would have been more popular if it was on like a better system? Because there's like the fucking Wii. It's like
The
I don't
Wii
know.
is one of the greatest systems ever.
No, but for like a competitive game and like
Bro, they still play Melee on Wiis.
really.
Yes, because Wii's were compatible with GameCube discs. It like runs better, and like that's how you put in because you know like
I
how
just
they-
fucking hate
you know
Nintendo so
about
much.
yeah I do too, but because you know like UCF like Universal Controller Fix where like it fixes a lot of problems. Yeah, where like those are SDs they put into the Wii's, so it makes it.
Or also, I know on the top of the Wii, you have the GameCube ports for like controllers.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
Really?
You don't? Have you never opened like the top? You had the four.
Oh,
That was back when Nintendo wasn't quite as trash as
Well, I didn't even
these
know what
days.
those were at the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm
wasn't,
saying.
Like, a
As a kid,
hardcore
I
enough
didn't
gamer.
know
I just
either.
Bro,
thought they
the,
were, like,
the
random
GameCube
slots
was
to put
the
fucking
first
in.
console I ever played.
Really?
Melee was the first console game I ever
The
played.
GameCube was so sick because like just the fucking like add-ons you can add and shit. Like that shit was
No, the
dope.
games, bro. Like Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, super.
You were
Monkey
talking
Ball
about
was really
Battlefront
fun.
earlier. The Battlefront that was on
Yeah.
on GameCube was like the OG, like fucking one of the best.
Nah, for sure.
Like if you ever played what was it called? Kirby Cruiser, Kirby. It was like a Kirby racing game,
Fuck
but
Kirby.
it was like you
Garfield
didn't race, you
Kart?
like collected power ups and shit. It was like
Yeah.
crazy.
I think the first console game that I remember, maybe not remembered playing, but that was pretty like memorable for me was like a Monster Jam game on like the Xbox 360, and it was a racing game, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever because they added like physics where like your car would like tear apart like slowly, like you'd like hit somebody and then like your monster truck frame would start like busting and falling off the side. But I thought I would play it for like hours. I thought it was the coolest game ever.
So, wait, this isn't a flame, but I know you had a fucked up childhood, and one of your first console memories was the 360, bro. I remember playing fucking Madden 04 with fucking cover Mike Vick on the original Xbox. My brother literally running circles around me with Mike Vick, like running down to the 1 yard line, all the way to the, like, actually
there like,
fucked up,
what
like,
the fuck? Like, yeah.
no, because Madden 04, Mike Vick, that shit was like, you know, like crazy, like,
Broken. Yeah.
Did you guys ever get? You guys had Xbox 360s, right?
yeah, yeah.
Did you guys ever get the Red Ring of Death?
Nope.
I
Never.
surprisingly
Actually,
never
we had
got
it and it went away. We did the shit. You wrapped it in towels. It went away.
Dude, I never had an Xbox 360. I was always like, just like, I never need one. I just go over to a friend's house to play it. But I will say,
I'm such an Xbox kid. I've had every generation. Original 360. I don't have the new one because Microsoft is shit now. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll tell you the story. It's like I actually this is what made me realize karma's real. It's like I was in Florida. I was staying there for a while. My fucking dad's friend son, like so it was like kind of like a friend of mine, but it was really just because his parents were
Yeah,
friends.
family
Fucking this kid was the weirdest fucking kid because he was like a year older than me, and at this point I was like I don't know 4th grade or 3rd grade or something. So it was like. You know, a fucking kid, but I was like, you know, I'm not shitting everywhere. Or like, I'm not
getting your shit
retarded.
together.
You know, we're
Yeah,
in
I'm not like
diapers,
that
you-
retarded, right? So anyway, this kid who's like a year older than me, he still wears diapers all the time, And okay, that's like
So that's in 4th grade.
yeah.
So bro's in fucking
All I know is
fifth
me
grade
for
shitting
sure.
himself?
I was done with diapers before elementary school started.
So
yeah.
I know me personally.
So
for sure.
he would wear diapers and like have to get him. He didn't change himself either. He was like his parent wanted to fucking do it. His name was also Wolf. Like his legal first name was Wolf. So that's
his parents were ill.
Yeah, that's already a red flag. I mean, you doomed him. From,
Apple doesn't fall
You
far
doomed him from that
tree,
point.
yeah.
Anyway, this kid was just like the fucking biggest prick. He was like just a brat, you know, and like
Did he speak like fluent English?
yeah, he was. I mean, maybe I couldn't see it back then when I was just a kid, but it's like he didn't seem like mentally deficient. He was just like a fucking annoying brat, like weird kid. But anyway, we had the same room, and this fucking kid in the middle of the night would be playing his 3DS on full volume, go beep 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 beep, and I'm just
There's no way it was the 3DS.
or no, maybe it was
It was like the DS.
or it was like
original,
it's still folded, but I mean
the DS. That's just the DS.
DS, yeah. He has his DS fucking loud as shit. And he was like, I was always like fighting with him, down like fucking turn that shit off. And it was like this kid was just a total prick. And during that trip, fucking Xbox, Red Ring of Death, kid cried all day. 24 hours, he was crying straight. And I was like, serves you fucking right.
Bro, we were like in middle school when the 3DS came out. I'm pretty sure.
I got the 3DS, and I feel like I got severe eye damage from that shit because
You had the actual like the 3D.
No
the-
way.
Yeah, where
Did you use it with the 3D shit?
I never had
well,
that. I had
would-
the 2DS.
Oh, so the 2DS I also thought was pretty cool though.
That shit was gangster. Yeah,
It was
I
really
liked
gangster
it.
because it was almost like a PSP. Like it was just
Yeah.
but like Nintendo.
That's the flat one, right?
Yeah, and it didn't fold. But
Dude, I remember playing Monster Hunter Generations on that shit. I remember
that's
like
so
actually
crazy
playing it
that
was
you
kind of
could
nice
run
because
that
it kind
on
of felt
there.
like a controller.
No.
No, but like I had the 3DS and I would play it on the 3D settings and I'd get like severe headaches after like an hour of playing it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, because like why the fuck try and emulate 3D without 3D?
Well, because this was at the
glasses?
time when everything
They
was
thought
like,
they had to be like
ahead of the
Innovative.
game.
Or no, because this is like when 3D TVs were a thing.
Oh, that's
3D
true.
movies were
Dude,
obviously
3D
a thing.
TVs were actually the stupidest shit of
Dude,
all time.
you know what's so funny though? My grandpa was like the biggest believer in 3D TVs. He like would like he bought multiple TVs. It was like every time somebody had to buy a new TV, he was like, it has to be 3D. It's like the future. It's the future. You would get like collect a bunch of glasses. You'd have 20 glasses. We would never have 20 people. We had fucking a million glasses. You'd always get the 3D movies. You remember going to Walmart with him. I was like, Grandpa, can I buy this movie? I want to see this movie. It's like, is it in 3D? Is that the 3D one? I'm like,
3D
Grandpa,
version?
Jesus Christ. And it's like, I didn't think even to this day he still thinks 3D is the superior format. He just loved 3D movies.
I mean, it's like bro is like wanking his shit to some 3D bitches. So it's like, can you blame him like that? I feel like if I was if I was like 65 or something, 70, not even shitting on elderly people, but like, and 3D starts coming out, I'm gonna be like, this is the fucking future. Like
Dude,
I can make it look like
VR.
there's bitches in my room right now. Like.
Fuck
No.
3D VR.
Dude, it's like
VR. I
See,
could
like,
get behind.
bro,
That's what I'm
Jack,
saying, though,
you
it's
need
like
to show your
VR,
grandpa VR, bro.
I
Oh.
did. Because I had the.
He's
the
gotta
Oculus
love that shit, right?
Well, I mean, I just put him on like the nature shit where you'd be like in the middle of the desert or something.
Yeah,
And
you
he
You
was
didn't
just
have
like-
him playing like putt-putt?
I should have put him on poker.
You didn't have him
Something.
given like imaginary backshots, like
Oh yeah,
in like
send him
VR
straight to
chat, like
Sandbox.com.
Grandpa, this app is called Pornhub. Check this out.
yeah, check it. Those, like literally just an eye-opening experience for him.
Bro, what do you think would happen? Like, you go back to medieval times, you strap him onto VR Pornhub, like...
Dude, I think they would just like stroke and like seize up. Like they wouldn't even like
They'd be trying to
comprehend.
touch him and shit.
Malade, put your clothes on. This is like you. Like it would just, oh my god.
Okay, but then that makes me think like
There's
when
no
we're
way.
old and we're like
Yeah, what's gonna
nursing
Dude, I
Like-
can't even imagine, like... I can't even, like, I know how, like, you know, elderly people are less proficient with technology now. I'm gonna be hopeless. Like,
No, but it's
there's gonna be some crazy shit I'm not even gonna be able to
I
wrap
think
my
the only
head
reason
around.
they're not proficient with this is because they didn't grow up with it and they didn't learn it like that way. So
Yeah.
I think when we're older, we're gonna know how to use technology still.
And also,
our
like,
Based on
technology.
from
prior
when we were
knowledge.
young to now, like, how much technology has advanced, like, knowing, like, how to, like, advance with it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, imagine we're fucking old and we know how to use VR shit. I'm gonna be doing that in the nursing home. I mean, I have nothing else to do. I have nowhere else to
Literally,
go.
bro, I can't
in
fly
the
to fucking
multiverse with my
Dubai,
$1 million mansion.
Dude, yeah, we
Yeah.
fucking playing like I don't
Nah,
know.
that's how you get clinically depressed because you're gonna like have like dementia and be like, my life is fucking great. I'm a pimp, and then they just take the goggles off, and you're like, you just think your whole entire
That's why
life has
you
been like a
just don't take the goggles
simulation.
off. I don't
Like,
know. It seems easy.
No, but it's like the metaverse, like, fucking the properties, you know, like you spend an actual $1 million on
Yeah,
some
on fucking
Evers. Fucking,
What happens when that shit actually makes a difference though? Like I feel like that shit's fucking stupid
I think it all
now, but
went
it's
to
like,
the shitter, all of that
I
stuff.
think it went to the shitter. I think
Well, that
I
wasn't
think
the
there was
first time a
hyper.
game was like that. It's all everything's gone to the shitter. Like
Yeah. But that was like
Dude,
because
money.
like, it was a long time ago. You getting another beer?
I need a piss.
Oh.
Like, I'm about to piss
It's cracking the seal.
No,
Should have
fuck
brought the
it.
microphone with you. Shaking.
Fuck.
Actually, like, I'm sure.
I can't hold it.
Wait, have
any
you been
longer.
here since we finished the sauna and steam room?
Yeah, but I haven't like been in.
Oh, okay.
and seen it.
You want to try it?
Next time we should do the podcast just in the sauna, like
Oh yeah.
swimsuit on, just like shirt off, just post
The swimsuit off. Why not?
Yeah, just butt ass naked instead in the sauna. Like
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
where we're doing the podcast. No, you should definitely do the podcast in some obscure locations. I feel like that would just.
That's
be really
okay. So
cool.
this thing could run off batteries, which is kind of the reason I wanted to get this one specifically. So this all runs on off batteries. Obviously,
Just
like
set
my
it up
laptop.
somewhere.
Yeah, and then I can just fucking be in the middle of nowhere. I mean, even like it doesn't have to be like too crazy. Like we can just go camping, like to the dunes or something.
Yeah,
bro.
and then like post this up. I feel like it'd be really cool if you went to like the RTD and we just set it up like on the train. And just as people were like coming through,
We just had
asked-
we had a fold out table. We just told people to like come
yeah,
sit
we're
down.
just like
and
come
listen.
sit on the podcast for 5-10 minutes.
Dude,
every
but
time.
I don't want to interact with anybody at the fucking RTD.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The
station.
RTD specifically because I have like several photos of me flicking up with like crackheads. But
Okay.
it's like some of those people have some crazy shit to say. They got some crazy shit on their mind. That might make you think a little bit different.
For the people who don't live in Denver, RTD is like our transit. Like bus,
Yeah.
train, and so our fucking central. How am I forgetting it? What's the central station? Union Station. Jesus
Union
Christ.
Station.
Union Station, downtown Denver. You go there, and this is what I really hate the people that are like, we really need more public transit. We need to stop using cars. It's just like, I imagine if I had to get everywhere by this fucking train and be with these people, every time I go on the train in RTD, it's just people on fentanyl.
No,
and they're just
because-
they're just pissing in a corner, or they're like skateboard on the train.
Yeah.
They're like yelling and playing music. It's like,
Well,
dude,
because
it's
homeless
so fucking
situations are
hell.
bad, but like firsthand, like I took the transit to school,
And you went
day.
through Union, right?
I went through Union
That's like-
every day, and like it got bad. Like literally on the main trains, motherfuckers were smoking, fentanyl and crack, and like
It's like,
there was
fuck
points where
that.
I had to get off the train because they were literally hotboxing it, and it was like, dude, this is like. I'm getting mental deterioration from like
That's
all
me,
this
right?
shit.
This one's me, right?
Which one?
Sorry, I was
No.
talking about the same board.
But yeah, it got really bad at one point, and it's still really bad. I mean, and there were several days too where I would hop off the RT at 7:30 a.m. and they would have ambulance on site, police, like just like somebody just like died there. Like there was just people dying like every day. Like it was fucking crazy. Like I'm not gonna take public transport if that's the bullshit I have to deal with.
I can't, legitimately, I cannot remember the last time I've been to downtown Denver without seeing someone smoking fentanyl. Like, not even exaggeration. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be there not even for like that
10
long.
minutes.
I mean,
and
it's
you
a
already see-
crisis. It's fucked.
It's
you know?
bad.
Oh yeah. And they've gotten they've evolved because I feel
How
like,
much would you have to be paid to try it?
Fet.
I don't know, bro. If
I
I knew
wouldn't.
if I knew it was clean, bro, I'd probably do it for free.
If you knew it was clean.
If it's like some pure fentanyl, you're getting a
Wait,
regular.
I've
Yeah,
done
but no,
I've
I'm
done
saying but the
fentanyl before.
overdose
So, like,
is so easy.
when-
like,
Last
that's-
time I got surgery, they gave me fentanyl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
But the thing was, I was like coming out of my surgery, and I was like
that
dozing
shit
in and
lit?
out. I didn't remember really a lot what was going on, but I heard the lady nurses like I'm like unconscious. There. Yeah, we gave him some fentanyl. I woke up. I was like, fentanyl? What the fuck? And they were like, oh, good though. Like it's good for you. And I was like, oh,
it's the good fentanyl. It's a
okay.
good shit.
Yeah, but I was just like in my mind, like I heard fentanyl, and that was just like an automatic red flag. I was like, what the fuck? Like that got me like woken up. Also,
This
fuck-
nurse is trying to kill me.
Nah, fuck you guys. Fuck you bitch ass nurses because they kicked me out after like an hour. They told me to like get dressed and throw my clothes on after the surgery, and I couldn't even like walk. Like I was still like I was geeked
Bad.
off my fucking
And they
mind.
always they give you like a tiny ass like robe or like
Yeah.
like
No, it felt disrespectful because I know that my balls were hanging out, and they were sitting there like, yeah, put your clothes on and do this and this. Like you couldn't have given me like another hour or two
I
to
feel
like.
when I got my wisdom teeth out, like I was getting wheeled out to my car, like
You remember
still
that?
half out of it.
Yeah. So
yeah.
and that's what happened was they told me to put my clothes on and they wheeled me out and I was still fucking out of it, but like I I couldn't like walk up into the wheelchair and shit like that. Like I remember like my mom was waiting in the car and she was like trying not to cry or some shit because I know I looked like shit. Like I had just gotten like my nose fixed because I couldn't breathe out of it. So I know it
deviated
looked like
septum.
Yeah, and I know it looked like I got jumped by like 7 dudes and like got curb stomped. Like I looked like shit, but I was like, you couldn't have.
Well, it's
given
because
me...
they're literally like breaking the bones in your face.
Well,
to,
yeah.
like...
Before I got the surgery, I watched what the surgery looked like and what they were gonna do to me, and they literally take like a hammer.
That's a mistake.
Well, and honestly, for some like maybe it's weird, but I watched it.
It made you feel better.
Yeah, I was just like, I just want to know what they're doing to me because like obviously I'm not gonna feel it. But yeah, it's like they took a hammer, there's
lobotomy, just
yeah, like drilling into it, fucking with it. But yeah, that shit sucked. Like the days coming out of it.
The only surgery I've ever had was my wisdom teeth, and I got all 4 out. And I remember my doctor never told me about dry sockets, like how
so
you can't
smoked, like immediately.
Oh. Like
as soon as you woke back
mere
up
hours
after,
mere hours after the surgery, I was smoking.
Well, they don't
balls.
tell you because they know you're not gonna remember it, so it's your parents that are supposed to.
No, but like you go for like a consultation like before it happens where they talk to you about the surgery.
Be wary of X, Y, and Z. Don't do this.
Yeah, exactly. They were telling me like, no hot food, no spicy food, don't drink from straws, like all that type of shit.
Yep.
Dry sockets never came up.
Yeah,
I guess they assumed I was a good kid. No, but I didn't get any dry sockets, and smoking weed really helped me.
I bet it did.
Like I know people who would take the nose dabs.
Riley.
Yeah, that's like the oldest trick in the book. I think that shit is so.
I
funny.
hate getting my wisdom teeth out because I didn't remember anything. I just like I remember getting the anesthesia. I remember the fucking dude there putting my
And then
arm,
you remember like being at home.
And then all I remember is like it's just snap, just blink. I don't know. I'm just sitting in bed like 10 hours later.
Really?
And, and then here's the thing. I don't remember anything. And then all I remember, I get up and like it doesn't register that like I just have my wisdom teeth out, and I still have all like the shit in my mouth, the con. I just like go out and just open my mouth like, and it just all just falls out. And it's just drool, just blood. And I just turn my side and the nighttime the table, and it's just a list of like. Jack wisdom teeth, do not do all this shit. It's like, oh, thank God they wrote that. I'm not gonna fucking remember it. It's like, oh yeah, I got my wisdom teeth out.
But you didn't have like a consultation where you went in before.
Well, yeah, but they didn't tell me about like anything. They were just like scheduling, They didn't tell me about it.
Yeah, I was actually awake when I got my wisdom teeth out,
That's fucked.
and I got all.
I woke up mid surgery once.
Yeah, they didn't put me to sleep at all.
Really?
Yeah, like I literally went in there and
Will you put you on gas or something?
they numbed me up and they just got to work, and like my dad almost passed out. Like
Watching.
he looked.
Why was he in there?
Because he was like it was kind of fucking ghetto. Fuck you guys. Fuck
Dude,
you, Dennis, for
dude,
that.
wait.
Yeah,
Okay, so
they were like,
There's
yeah.
already there's no anesthesia. They put you on fucking laughing gas,
Yeah.
and then your dad's like, is he helping with the surgery? Why is he in there?
No, so they insisted. They're like, yeah,
is he
no,
the
like,
one pulling the teeth out?
yeah, they're like, oh, they're pretty grown in, so honestly, we don't even need to do general anesthesia. Like, you could probably just get knocked out here. My parents were like, yeah, that's good, that's fine. And I was like, I guess. I was like, I was kind of hoping not to get knocked out, dude.
Anesthesia is so safe these days. Just put them the fuck.
That's what I'm saying. And for I think it was for maybe an hour and a half. I'm sitting there, mouth open, gagging. Like I can't even control it. My entire body is like shaking because of like the adrenaline and like.
And never once you stopped and be like, guys, put me under. Like you.
No.
Then,
and they watched. My parents watched, and my dad, yeah, like that's what was ghetto was they did it in like the dentist office where you get your teeth clean, so they could just. My parents were able to just like walk in and just like watch this happening.
So all I'm picturing here is because like there's like multiple like seats and stations, right?
Seats.
So I'm remember it's like a little
seats.
9-year-old girl, little Stacy walking in, get her fucking teeth clean,
Yay. And
all
then just
happy.
begin-
She turns to her left, some fucking asshole just with a drill and just ripping teeth out. Like what the?
I'm not
fuck?
even fucking exaggerating. He was like, "Damn, this is giving us a little bit of trouble," and he puts his foot up and starts fucking.
He needs that leverage.
Literally starts ripping ripping, and like I can just like hear the noises and feel the pressure. Shout out to X, Y, and Z because I can't say the specific name. But fuck, literally, I didn't ever want to go back there after that. And what was fucked up was like, and this wasn't anybody's fault. I just had to I went home after and there was just nobody there with me. So I just had to like take care of myself, hop in the shower, wash my mouth out. Like I did everything by myself, and the pain was just so.
Did your
bad.
sister also get him out?
Yeah, she got him out, but she got him out like way
not
later than
not
me,
at
I
the
think.
same time.
And she got knocked out.
Yeah,
she was fucking.
She got the good.
I said, "You're one of the lucky motherfuckers," because
She's
she was woozy, she was knocked out, and all that bullshit. I was like, dude, I wish they could have done that.
No,
to
yeah,
me.
I was knocked out, but like from waking up in the chair, like I remember like
I know that shit
getting
was
wheeled to my
disorienting.
car, like I remember all that.
Well, I
didn't forget anything.
I did have some other teeth removed, and they did put me to sleep for that. And that was the most rock-on experience I ever had because they pulled them shits out. And like you said, I woke up in the wheelchair, and I told myself before, I was like, I'm going to put on this song and do X, Y, and Z. And somehow I was still there for it. And I was playing 12 Stout Street on repeat in the car with my mom. And I was having the time of my fucking life. I was like, this is lit.
Dude, I remember my mom like trying to talk to me in the car, and I was like,
shut the fuck up, bitch.
I was like,
yeah, you just don't want to fucking say a word. You didn't want to do any of that. Yeah.
Dude, I still can't, like, actually, it was like less than 6 hours after the surgery I was smoking weed. Like,
that's how you know you about it like that, though.
Dude, but it was like, dude, and the only reason I remember, like, that I ever found out about dry sockets, it was like a month or two after I had done my shit, my homie was doing his, and I was like, oh yeah, just smoke a bunch of weed, you'll be good.
And he was
like, are you fucking
stupid?
retarded? Yeah. I was like, oh damn.
Dude,
Dry sockets, and then I looked at no, and the craziest thing is, how do I not leak? Our 10th grade human geography teacher, I remember she was telling me.
Shout out to that person. We love that person a lot.
Yeah. Great teacher. I remember she was telling me about how, like, I want to say it was her sister. Like, her sister had dry sockets, and about how it was, like, terrible. It was, like, an actual, bad. Like, They're year really of, like, terribleness. Bad. Yeah.
And
it was, like, me, I just straight, like, chiefing, like, immediately after getting that shit
Honestly, I appreciate that said teacher put up with so much bullshit in human geo because
that class was after lunch. It's almost
yeah. So we were always up to some really dumb shit, but she put up with it, and she was really fucking awesome, so.
That was also like the class I met Zav in, pretty much.
Yeah.
We had that class and Spanish class. Although Zav is Mexican, I do speak better Spanish than him.
Yeah, that's definitely a fucking fact. I dicked around a lot in that Spanish class. She was also
it's like cheating. Teacher. You're fucking Hispanic and taking a Spanish class, and you still. No,
and what's fucked up is
He's only half.
I should be able to speak Spanish, and I actually got racially profiled at work like 2 days ago.
What does that even
Someone clowned on you for not speaking Spanish?
No, I didn't get clowned. Even? So somebody pulls up like a semi-truck driver because at my job I help.
And you hit him with the no habla español.
And the guys at the front, the service guys at the front, are talking to him. And I have a walkie on me at all times. And so one of the guys walks to me. He goes, Zav, I'm gonna need you to come up to the desk real quick, please, and thank you. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get some delivery paperwork. I'm gonna get a different vehicle for a customer that I have to bring around, whatever. And I walk around, and he's like, yeah, translate for this guy real quick. And I just stood there, and I was just like. And he's Canadian, and he has a Canadian accent. He's like, "Well, you can't translate or what?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious, bro?" I was like, not even an asking, like, "Do you speak Spanish? Can you do this?" Just hitting me with the translate for it. Whoosh, get to work. And I stood there, and I was just like, "Yeah, I don't fucking speak Spanish."
Okay, but your dad doesn't speak Spanish, right?
Nah, my grandma does.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it's not even. Yeah, that's not even on you.
Yeah, like honestly,
you were let down.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's your dad's fault. He's the whitewash.
God damn it, PB, you fucking let me down.
All I'm gonna say is, my family from Canada, from Quebec, I speak French.
I hate Quebec.
I speak the language of my people, but it's all.
Yeah, oui. Everybody hates Quebec, so.
No, I know. Dude, okay, I'm going to say this right now. So growing up in the U.S., like, people always say, oh, I'm 27% Irish and I'm 13% French. Like, no. At least for me, I'm 50% American. I'm 50% Canadian. My mom is from Canada. My dad's from America.
That's it, yeah.
And so that's the way I feel.
Yeah. You could be God knows what.
No. And so growing up in America, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people here are American. People in America love to shit talk Canadians. And of Canada, the type of Canadians that get shit on the hardest are the French Canadians.
Yeah.
So me personally, I take great pride in my French Canadian heritage. Vive la Quebec, like all that, good shit. So it just fueled me, the hate, it fueled me.
No, I can tell you're Quebec, bro, because you were a fucking hater when I met you. Like, you told me you were if you come to my house, you ain't getting shit.
True. No, but like, there's been polls, like, in Canada of, like, all the provinces, and they're like, which, like, province has the meanest people? And it's always Quebec.
Yeah, lo and behold.
It's because they're the funniest. The rest of Canada doesn't know how to take a joke.
I think Quebec is just assholes. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Okay, but we do have to shout out our one Russian viewer remember.
Our one Russian viewer.
Wait, okay, so I have metrics on because we're on Spotify, we're on everything. I get like statistics from that, and I can see
How are our Spotify metrics doing? How many views we getting?
I didn't. Even,
we have one, and that was Nate.
Yeah.
Because then we share. We like,
I gotta hop on.
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
even know
Spotify's
it was
hard.
dude, no, Spotify is like to randomly find it, but I will
Yeah,
say
no one's like browsing.
But if you go
on
to Spotify and you just search NEMcast, we're at the top.
We're
Super,
at the
like
top.
watch.
Oh, nice.
Wait. Boom, there we go. Podcast number 1.
Dude, I like how the profile picture is.
I don't know what
fucking-
else to put as the profile pic, so I just put this.
Do we have like the stop sign that has the NEM over
I
it?
tried to find that, but I couldn't find it. I need somebody to give it. Somebody has that.
I'm sure Nate has.
Okay, but I was gonna say we need to shout out our fucking one Russian.
Our one Russian viewer?
Yeah, shout out him.
But he's trying to learn English listening to our podcast.
Oh, he's gonna get his ass
He's
beat.
cooked. He's absurdly cooked. Do not speak any of the lingo that we speak of if you're trying to learn English. Dude's gonna pull up to the States and be like, "Yo, what's good, gang? What is good?
What's good, gang?
Wallahi, bro. What are you all
Wallahi.
trying to get bracken?"
Come across the street. Let me show you what I want.
Okay, dude, before we get fucking canceled, we gotta wrap things.
No,
up.
that's Toronto. I can rep Toronto. I'm from Toronto. I got family there. Like,
fucking stupid.
What's that one clip with the girl though? Before we close out,
if you leave your mom's in the hood,
if you leave your mom's in the hood,
you're actually sick to my stomach.
Toronto motherfuckers are so funny.
No, I love
Shout out
Toronto.
Calgary. Calgary's the best.
Go Leafs.
Dude, it's
Go
like,
Raps.
I think everybody in like Canada thinks Calgary is like the shithole.
That's
No,
the thing
Calgary-
they do,
I like
but
Calgary's like
Calgary's
where the
like
Cowboys
Midwest
are.
of,
Like it's where they
Canada.
got the farms.
Yeah.
And, like
Calgary's literally like Denver.
no, it's the
No,
Midwest.
no,
yeah.
yeah.
It's the Midwest, but like it's like if
It's
you,
like Iowa.
yeah, it's like Iowa. But if you went to like fucking,
See, that's another thing. People want to talk shit. Quebec is like the best province. Besides Quebec, it's probably British Columbia.
Isn't that where
Just because they got the
Vancouver
mountains.
is?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where Nardwuar
Vancouver.
is.
It's where you gotta be fucking rich to live there. Fuck that.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. They got mountains. They got the ocean. They got Vancouver Island.
I don't know. I just
they don't got RTD though.
I don't pay attention to anything in Canada. Like fucking, I don't have time to keep up with third world countries. Like, it's just not on my ballot.
True.
Like, I don't know.
All right.
Well, okay, so yeah, we're going on 2 hours. We gotta
Wow,
close out.
that was a lot.
I
of
might have
yap.
to. I was thinking either I cut this episode in 2 parts, or in
No.
post where I listen to it, I might have to cut out like where Nate is because Nate's mic was so fucking bad. Like it was.
Well, you,
You
don't
can
gotta
just cut out- you
all
can
of
cut
it.
out
He
all the
wasn't
parts.
talking all that much.
Yeah, you can cut out the parts where I doxed myself though. That'll take.
Yeah,
off.
no, there's definitely like
yeah, I gotta do some
yeah,
slicing.
yeah.
Fuck
Whatever.
me, it's so much fucking work.
So I thought that shit was so funny. Wait, so we're,
Okay, now I'm gonna have to cut out that part if I'm not gonna actually. Okay, so
Okay,
I'm gonna have to
okay.
cut down stuff. Yeah. All right, I'll do a closer. Somebody do closer. I'm gonna do closer.
All right. We've come to the end of NEMcast. It's been an absolute
Okay,
pleasure.
this is not
to
our
be-
final episode of life. Like,
Sorry.
we're back next week. Jesus.
We've come to the
well,
end.
this part no one's probably listening to. So, if you are listening, you made it to the end some fucking how by the good graces of God. Like, comment, subscribe.
We
Yeah,
love
remember,
you. We love you very
will
much.
like, comment anything,
Yeah,
like,
we
ask,
will read anything.
You know, personal advice, like anything. Like,
If
you,
you
like, you got
fucking-
questions about your taxes, like, I damn near work for the IRS.
Or if you just like wanted to hate on us and you're like, this is the most heinous shit podcast I've ever watched.
yeah,
you
this
can also
podcast
say that
sucks.
too.
Oh, we just
Go
got
ahead.
sub. It just went from
Oh,
8 to 9. 8 to 9.
live
Hey, ain't a celebration. At that, I think we're good to cut it. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe.
Peace.
Peace.